Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Nathan Hale Rangers, and we are playing at Tulsa East Central because Nathan Hale does not have a field. So if you are trying to make it to the game and you're tuning in, know that we are playing at Tulsa East Central, but we are playing Tulsa Nathan Hale. And Coach, it is looking to be quite the battle. Hale having one of the better years that they've had in many, many years. I'm Ashley Stevens. Sorry, I should introduce myself. So I'm Ashley Stevens along with Coach Elsie Miller, Dr. Kelly Calloway, and Craig Wing is on the camera. But, Coach, back to that. Hale having one of their better years in quite some time.
Got quite a bit of talent out there right now for what we've seen at Hale in the past few years, and they're sitting right now just one game below 500. A big win here tonight if they can get it, as it is for the Tigers as well. Both sitting with the same district record, and comparative score-wise, I think the Tigers have the edge, but we'll have to line up and play and see what happens.
Yeah, they got to shake it out. And one of the things is that was told at little Twitter fodder, I guess you will, or bulletin board fodder, was that Nathan Hale fully believes that they are going to beat Tahlequah tonight. And in fact, I believe that was relayed to some players and coaches after the Rogers game. And so if that doesn't light a fire in your belly, I don't know what else. And this is these 2026 seniors' last game as a Tahlequah Tiger, and the last thing you need to do is get them fired up to go out on a high note.
Exactly. The Tigers have had a pretty good year. The games that they've lost in the district actually have been relatively close. Spire with the only big win against the Tigers, and things just fell apart that night against a very, very good, I believe, presently ranked number one, Pryor Tigers.
Pryor Tigers versus Del City tomorrow. That is going to be a heck of a game, and I've said it all season. Pryor with the best team they've had in years, and they fully expect to go deep in the state playoffs, but they got to get past Del City first and prove how good are they. How good are they? And I think they're pretty dang good.
Comparative scores right now are about the same all the way across the board, and Del City sitting with only one loss on the year, so it's going to be an interesting ball game tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to take just a quick break while we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Nathan Hale Rangers. And now, for the starting lineups on offense.
Will Talbert, Jr. Jay Gertie, Senior. St. John Sampson, Senior. Ashton Morgan, Jr. Michael Torkelson, Sophomore. Wyatt Stevens, Senior. Hi, I'm Xander Den, and I'm a Senior. Jaden Whitehead, Senior. Cale Carey, Senior. Wyatt Hodson, Jr.
Elvis Myers, Senior.
And on defense,
Kingston Hall, Senior. Braxton Baker, Jr.
Elvis Myers, Senior.
Draven Morrison, Senior. Chris Perry, Senior. Jackson Carson, Senior. Corbin Dietz, Senior. St. John Sampson, Senior. Devon Santana, Jr. Caden Swim, Senior. Michael Torkelson, Sophomore.
and this is your 2025 Tahlequah Tigers.
I'm Tommy Nix.
My dad won't be undersold.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network and the live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus Nathan Hale Rangers, and JROTC presenting the colors today here on 11th Street. And Coach, you know, it's the season of that could have been. We talked about the Claremore game. You also talked about the Collinsville game, and you know that's the game, and that is life, right? Sometimes things just don't break your way, and it's not necessarily how you start, but how you finish.
Well, that's why you play every game every Friday night, and the Tigers just kind of came up short this year. And the good thing is we've got some talent coming back, and I think it's going to be an interesting next couple of years for them. Some youth coming in that's going to help them a little bit, and they've got a good nucleus of some returning starters as well.
Absolutely. Tonight, again, Tahlequah in the white tops, orange pants, and the black with the chrome orange double T as their uniform. Tulsa Hale in the all dark blue with white lettering for those of you listening on KEOK 96.3. We will do our best to give you play-by-play and clock, assuming we don't have any clock issues. But a beautiful moon here in East Tulsa tonight, and we are excited for this last game for these Tahlequah Tigers. And Coach, basketball right around the corner, cross country just wrapped up, and how do we do in cross country?
Oh my gosh, the young lady Tigers, we have everybody coming back next year, and we had 6 of our 7 runners at the state meet with PRs on that day, and we had an outstanding regional meet at O'Brien Park earlier in the mud and rain and everything. We waded water, we waded mud, and Lady Tigers came out 3rd in the regional, went to the state meet and ended up 4th behind Bishop Kelly, Bishop McGinnis, and Tulsa Edison. All very good, well-coached teams, and we're very proud of the young Lady Tigers.
Well, that's awesome, and the future is absolutely bright. Tonight's captains for the Tahlequah Tigers, number 3, St. John Sampson, number 67, Kale Carey, number 21, Chris Perry, and number 22, Zaxton Carshall, all seniors and all players who've made a big impact on this program. They are tonight's captains. Captains for Tulsa Hale, number 61, that is Xavier Uruguay, number 7, Keon Willis, number 2, Xavier Akins, and number 4, Janie Feedback Franklin. It is a beautiful night, and it is hard to believe, Coach, that it's like 70 degrees, and usually it's freezing, but it's not. So, Tulsa Hale won the toss. They have deferred, so Tahlequah will receive, and they will defend the south end zone. Tulsa Hale will defend the north end zone, so left to right. Tulsa Hale will be going from your left to your right on your radio dial to help give some kind of description. It looks like we're about 6, 7 minutes away from the start of the game.
Gee, you're killing me. Where's that feedback coming from?
We're trying to work out some technical issues,
us?
but
I think it's outside.
while we have a few moments, we're going to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors like Baker Furniture, Chris's Quick Lube, and State Farm Laura Learn. Northeastern Health Systems, B.J. Baker Trial Attorney, Two Sisters Financial, Quick Cash Finance with Mickey Guerrero. Of course, our trivia contest was sponsored in part by Palms Massage Wellness, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, of course, Tahlequah Lumber, Bob Ed Culver State Representative, and Tommy Nix Auto Group, Dotson Vision Eye Care, where smart refs go to improve their game. So I want to appreciate and thank, and we'll talk about some more of those sponsors as the game goes on, but we would not be able to do it without their support. Thank you so much for your continued support of the Green Country Sports Network. And you realize we're just a few minutes away from basketball season, Coach.
Yeah. Do you want the lights off or you want them on?
So, and Lady Tigers were in a scrimmage today with Tournament of Champions Locust Grove, and a good first outing, and they saw the South. So I'm not sure what the boys did. Hadn't got to see them play just yet, but we're going to be on the hardwood quick, Coach.
Coming up the 1st of December, both of them will be starting, and it's going to be a little bit colder at that time of the year, but hopefully the Tigers should warm up that gym.
Looks like a good crowd here for Tulsa Nathan Hale. And of course, Tahlequah fans always travel quite well, as their backs are to 11th Street over there. And we are just a few minutes away. The clock's at 5, but I would imagine they're going to cut that down here shortly as we are about ready to kick off. Now, some things to make note of, Coach, for Tulsa Hale. Their quarterback, number 1, Jordan Darion, or Deroyan, not quite sure how to pronounce it, is leading 5A in passing. So he's just a junior, and he can flat out play some ball. But they run defensively, they run a 5-2. That's the old bear front. So you're going to see 5 down linemen with 2 linebackers, and they are big. They are very big up front, 6'3", 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1", 6'3", anchored by number 8, Joseph Kaufman, the 6'3", 235 senior. and you'll look to see him. He'll generally line up to the field side. So whatever the strong field side is, he'll flip-flop to that, one of their stronger defensive players. So I would expect to see Tahlequah maybe take advantage of that, because automatically you have 7 in the box, which tells you may want to throw the ball a little bit.
Well, watching the warm-ups prior to the game, it kind of looks like that would be probably their game plan. So we'll see.
But there's also something to be said about, hey, you've got a 5-2 front, we're still going to run it down your throat. There's a little bit of pride in there that kind of makes you want to do that too. Being an old offensive lineman myself, it's kind of nice just to be able to fire off the ball and hit a guy in his mouth.
Exactly.
But we'll see what Tate has in his sleeve. Tate Christian, who took over play calling duties this year for his first time calling plays for the Tigers since he was the old gunslinger back in 2018.
Yep.
2019 when the Tahlequah Tigers last won the district championship. So a bright future for that young
Here
play
come the
caller.
Tigers.
And here they are, the Tahlequah Tigers, for their final game of 2025. This is the 2026 graduating class led by number 3, St. John Sampson. And they will head down to the south end zone. Several of them will take a knee in prayer. Others will get ready. And it's always kind of cool to see that.
We just saw Hale do that on the other end down there. It's nice to see these kids get out and show some respect and shows a little bit about their character. I know every cross-country meet this year, and I'm very proud of this, several of our young ladies coordinated this at a lot of the meets that we went to. Every athlete that was there would get out and circle up in the middle of the starting line area there. So it's pretty impressive to see this.
Well, keys to today's game, Coach, I think offensively Tahlequah needs to stay ahead of the chains, play basic football, right? Stay ahead of the chains. Don't shoot themselves in the foot. Get into manageable conversions, establish the run game, be crisp on the passing game, and they need to get out on top of them early. Nathan Hale is not a team that you want to give confidence to.
No, they can strike, like you said, early, and they can strike long, so I think it's very big. Of course, anytime you're on the road, you want to get out and get a good start and get up on your opponent early, and Tigers have done a pretty good job of that.
One of the things defensively the Tigers have got to be better at today is the big play. That has been the detriment to this defense. They play really, really well, and then they give up a big play. And so limit those big plays today and convert on offense. I think we'll have a very good chance of walking out of here with a W. Well, we are all set and ready to go. They are teeing up the ball at the 40-yard line. Again, from left to right, north to south. Tulsa Hale will be kicking off to the Tigers.
Now go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's been, the Tigers' special teams is much improved, but still some issues at times, and so let's see if they're ready to go. The clock is at 12. We are ready, and the final game is underway. There's the kick, a deep driving kick. Jake Gertie takes it at the 5. He's to the 10, goes outside, cuts back inside. He's to the 20 and brought down around the 21-yard line, led by number 11.
Mark him at about 16 right there, I think.
Oh, excuse me. I'm all turned around. Thank you, Coach.
Well, he started to cut upfield and didn't quite get there.
Tried to give him about 6 extra yards there, but you're right. It is at the 16, not the 21.
It's a pretty good kick there.
So Tahlequah starting deep in their own territory over here on the left hash at the 16-yard line. And we've got some official timeout already. I think they're working on the chains. Got some chain issues. Early indications for the Tigers offense. We've got twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Well, they're going to bring him off the field while they work on the chains. So
they broke or they...
11:53 to go here in the first quarter. Still waiting the very first play while they sort the issue over on the sidelines.
see if I can see what's going on.
This always kind of messes with your flow. You got something going mentally. You're ready to get into a good headspace here, and something weird like this kind of just throws you off.
You're playing a home game on the road is essentially what Hale's doing tonight, and they're not probably necessarily got all the good equipment, or maybe just a malfunction in it or something, but it'll take them a little bit. The officials are over there trying to help. So.
I can see it, and it looks like the bottom where the flag or that orange part attaches, it looked like Bryce just taped it on there.
Bryce taped it together?
Athletic tape, yes. I have a little binocular here that can reach about that far, and that's about as far as she goes.
All right, so here we go. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Tailback Gertie goes out, so now we got quads right. Empty backfield, there's a snap, and flags early. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, penalty flag, and that usually indicates a false start, but let's see what it is. No, I'm sorry, it's going to be
offsides.
Yeah, against the defense, so we'll take free 5 yards there. So here we go. Trips right. Going to go back to that quads. Empty backfield. Single receiver to the left. There's a snap. Talbot rolls to his right. Hits the seam route. Wide open is Zaxton Carshall to the 50, 40. He's to the 30. He could go 20, 15, 10, 5. Pay dirt. Zaxton Carshall. And I didn't want to jinx this, but I saw Carshall lined up in the tackle position. There is a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what we've got. That is a touchdown, but Gilbert is pleading his case over here.
Are they saying it's an illegal formation?
No, I mean he's. They had the right formation. They had guys on ineligible receiver. They're saying that Carshall was the ineligible receiver, but that is not the case. They had them lined up. I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to. I saw Wyatt go to the right side. And that's a play. If you remember, we started with Ashton Morgan, and so that's going to negate the touchdown.
Man,
and he was wide open, and that would have been a massive, massive play to start this game.
He started counting from up around the 26-yard line. I said, that can't be right. We started at the 16, so it would have been an 84-yard touchdown that's going to be brought back.
So now we're back to 1st and 10. Replay the down, negating the touchdown. So here we go. Twins right, tight left, single receiver to the left. 11:40 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. We've ran one play. Tailback offset right. Motion is Torkelson. They run a jet sweep to the right. Cuts up inside. Not much doing there as he got maybe a half a yard.
Number 6 put a good hit on him right there. I don't have their roster, so I couldn't tell you.
So that'll bring up 2nd and, well, we'll keep it at 10. Maybe 9, 2nd and 9. And now we've got a penalty flag. Sideline warning. Against the Tigers.
Tigers coaches are.
I think they're in the ear down there.
Should be.
And just being upset completely on that negated touchdown. So 2nd down, sideline warning. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Tailback offset left, tight right. And there we go. Now we've got a false start, an offsides against Nathan Hale as 2 of their interior linemen jumped. Came into the neutral zone, so a very sloppy first couple plays here, as there's been a penalty on every play except for the last
B.J. Baker will be
third penalty of the game, and only one play from scrimmage.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney, getting his name called quite a bit. Tight right, Twins left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. There's a snap, back to pass, throws the hard pass to his left. Oh, in and out of the hands of Ashton Morgan. Great ball there by Will Talbot. Morgan just couldn't bring it in.
Talbot took a stumble there.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Tigers, and that would have been a great pickup if Morgan could have held on to that ball. 3rd and 4, ball's at the 22-yard line, 10:51 to go here in the first. Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight right, tailback offset left. There's a snap. He wasn't ready for it, and he just hurls it out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Not real sure what happened. Busted play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This started from good to not good.
And so terrible opening possession for the Tigers as they make a touchdown that was negated by what they called an ineligible receiver. So Tigers will be forced to punt deep in their own territory. 10:45 to go here in the first quarter. Not how you wanted to start the game offensively. There's a snap. Spiral punt. Takes
a Tiger bounce.
Absolutely, Coach, all the way down to the 35-yard line. And Tigers trying to get an extra yard with the kick, but not going to work. 35-yard line is where Tulsa Hale will start for their first possession.
Boy, that was sloppy, wasn't it, boys?
Man, I'm just, both sides there, two offsides penalties by Nathan Hale, and then, of course, the huge ineligible receiver call.
Had the ineligible receiver downfield.
Then a busted play on the 3rd down.
And we've had a sideline warning.
And a sideline warning. So
45-yard punt on that play.
10:33 to go here in the first. Ball's on the far hash. Left hash, if you will. We got trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left in the gun. There's a snap, high snap, back to pass, wants to throw it deep. He's got number 1 in coverage versus Torkelson, and oh my goodness, he caught it. What a play, because that was, Torkelson almost had an interception, and then it pops out and then lands back into his hands, and what a
We should submit that thing in.
When they spun, Torkelson kind of pulled it out. He still ended up with
still caught it.
Heck of a catch.
What a grab, and that moves them into Tiger territory at the 29-yard line on the right hash. 10:15 to go here in the first, and that was great coverage by Torkelson, and it was just a one-on-one ball. And here's the thing, that was the quarterback who caught that ball. So a little trickery, and now we've got an equipment timeout once again.
a 34-yard pass on that play. Well, we had it covered. Thought he did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great play, and it's just one of those things. Sometimes that's the way the ball falls, right? That
exactly.
You make a good play, and you rip the ball out, and it goes floating in the air, and they come down with it.
I mean, that's when we should submit in for ESPN top. What do you call it? Sports Center top 10 right there.
That's a highlight reel, yeah.
10:04 to go here in the first quarter. I think they got the players back out there, but they're still holding them off because the chain, I guess, over there is broken. And
I was going to look at it here, actually, if you can see it. See if I can pause it. That's the play right there.
It's unbelievable.
So they were fighting for it. Ball goes into Torkelson's hands, or into his chest, and then he kind of bobbles at it, trying to get it. And the guy laying on the ground, the Hale player, catches it with it.
And the thing is that the guy who caught it, that is usually the quarterback for Hale, number 1, Jordan DeRoyne. And so a little trickery on their first play, both teams, and then of course Hale, they actually get their play to work. Ours worked, just was called back on a penalty.
That young man is a pretty good athlete. No matter where he's at out there, he could probably play multiple positions for him, that's for sure. So they're finally going to get
They had to tape up the other one, too.
So got the chains ready. Fixed. So twins left, twins right. Fullback offset left. Motion from right to left is number 7. They hand off. It's a throwback pass to the quarterback, and they've got the screen set up over here on the outside. And he's tackled right around the 10-yard line. And so Tulsa Hale coming out with 2 trick plays. They run the jet sweep, and then it's a quarterback throwback.
He's on Santana there with the tackle.
So 1st and 10 at the 11 on the right hash.
18-yard gain. Little trickery by the Rangers to start things off.
trips left, twins right, empty backfield. Duran in the gun. .9:24 to go. Play clock's at 6, and we got a whistle. Ball start against Nathan Hale, so that will back them up 5. So another B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty flag. Called B.J. Baker's name quite a bit.
Might be here till midnight.
Man.
They've run 5 plays and had 3 penalties already.
Oh. 9:20 to go here in the first quarter, 0-0. Trips left, twins right, empty backfield. Ball's on the right hash. There's a snap. Bobbles it. He's going to keep it roll to his right. And he's going to be forced out of, nice tackle there by Torkelson at the 11. And so that'll bring
stood up with the ball. Did you see that?
That'll be second down at about the 12-yard line. So they'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Tulsa Hale. Still empty backfield, trips to the left, twins to the right. Play clock at 25, game clock 9:13. There's the snap, quarterback draw right up the middle. Trying to make a linebacker miss and does. Cuts back inside, and there's Braxton Baker and others there. And they're going to tackle him short of the first down, right around they got him at the 5-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd and about 3. And we got a shaken up Tiger. We're going to take a break. You're watching Green Country Sports Network and listening to KEOK 96.3.
I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less, State Farm Agent Laura Lund, Quick Cash Finance, Countryside Wellness, Chris's Quick Lube,
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. It's 3rd and 5, 3rd and about 4, 3rd and 3 from the 5. Trips left, twins right. That's an empty backfield. 8:40 to go. There's a snap. Quarterback keeps straight up the middle. Goes, bounces to the outside. It's got a little bit of daylight trying to get to the corner, and it does. Touchdown, Nathan Hale. Nathan Hale 6, Tahlequah 0. And that was literally Jordan Darian's whole drive. He accounted for every single yard in that entire drive.
He caught the pass and made all the runs.
Yes, he did. So on for the extra point attempt. There's a snap. Kicks away, and it is good. Tulsa Hale 7, Tahlequah 0. We'll be back. You're listening to KEOK 96.3 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita. Tommy Nick's Auto Group. H&H Quality Tires and Auto. Tahlequah Lumber. River Valley Church. Northeastern Health System. State Representative Bob Ed Culver. Dotson Vision Care.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 8:33 to go here in the first quarter. Tulsa Hale on top, 7-0. And that drive was all Jordan Darian. I think I'm saying his name right, Darian. And on the kickoff, the ball's teed up at the 40. And here comes the kick. It's a driving kick taken by Carshall at about the 10. He's now to the 20. Over to the 25, makes a man miss. He's to the 30 and finally brought down at about the 36-yard line. So good return there by the senior.
Ashley, I lied to you. I thought we were on KEOK or KTLQ. We're on KEOK, not 102.1 tonight.
We're on 102.1, not 96.3.
I'm so sorry
All right,
about
KEOK
that, guys.
102.1 Tahlequah.
Okay, and that's all on me. I missed it. My wife just messaged in and she goes, hey, you all are on 102.1. So we're on Lakes Country right now.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Lakes Country listeners.
26-yard return by Carshall on that play, so the Tigers setting up pretty good right now.
Twins right, motion out of the slot, option. There's a pitch. Around the right's got some daylight, and that's a good pickup right around 9 yards.
Heck yeah. Yep, there's a flag.
And here comes the B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty flag.
Late flag.
See what we've got over there on the sideline. It's usually never a good
Unless
thing.
he's going to say the sideline interfered with him or something.
Right now we're sitting at about a 9-yard gain.
It's been a 45-minute first quarter with only about 4 minutes gone by.
And
who was on that last carry, Ashley?
Is that Jake Gertie?
Jake Gertie.
Okay, Gertie on that one. Well, may negate this one here, though, so
I didn't see what happened. I just
officials had to get together and confer, and we're going to get the call right now.
Here's the call, maybe. You know, after 10 games in a season, you think you would kind of maybe know what you're doing at this point from the officiating crew. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Nathan Hale.
Penalties.
Offsetting penalties.
That actually works out in our favor right now. Oh, they're giving him a first down?
Well, let's see.
They marked it. It's close.
I think he marked it first down, but it's not.
Yeah, I think we got second and short.
Yeah, I think
he marked it first down, but it's actually second and very short for the Tigers. Twins left.
They're going to move the stick.
Oh my goodness, who knows what we're doing? Moving the chains, 1st and 10 Tigers.
So
we'll take
LZ, make sure you write down 10 yards for Gertie.
Twins left, single receiver right. There's back to pass, pump fakes, throws high, pass intended for Morgan, and sails over his head.
I'm not sure that Talbert had a good grip on that one. He kind of had to re-grip that.
Looked like he rushed it just a little bit right there and took off on him.
2nd and 10 now for the Tigers. And Talbert going to come out. We're expecting to see a little wildcat action as Torkelson may move into the quarterback position with Carshall. We got trips left over here. Play clock at 10. So trips left. Torkelson in at quarterback.
Ishvan Santana in there too.
There's a snap. Torkelson keeps around the right side, cuts up inside, makes a man miss. Nice play. And he's still on his feet and finally going to be brought down for a gain of, Coach, what'd you say, about 7?
Looks like about 7.
So Torkelson on the keeper out of the Wildcat. Now to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Tigers inside Hale territory at the 47-yard line on the far hash.
Torkelson making a good move there to pick up about an additional 4 yards. They had him at about 2 to 3 yards after he touched the ball.
So this is a heavy package if you see with the Tigers. You've got Braden Carey over here in a tight end position. Looks like you got Stevens out there also in a tight end position. So this is just a heavy, big on big right here. So here we go. There's a snap. Handoff to Carshall. Cuts inside. He's got daylight. Makes a man miss. And he's got enough for a first down. And good run off the right side there behind Kel Carey and Wyatt Stevens. And that'll move the chains.
Going to mark him at about the 37-yard line, I believe. So about a 10-yard gain for Carshall.
And Carshall, good, strong runner. Carshall chosen to play in the Native American All-Star game in December. Here we go. Trips left. Tailback offset left. Play clock at 15. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Tulsa Hale on top, 7-0. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Talbert back in at the quarterback slot.
Little counter. Handoff to Carshall, and he follows. What a block there on the counter, and that springs him inside the 10. And man, the left tackle and left guard ran that counter, and Carshall got right in behind him. And what a great lane that was opened up, and he stuck his head down, and what a pickup. And we were in business inside the 10, 1st and goal Tigers.
30-yard gain. Down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal Tigers looking to tie this thing up. Clock running, 6:20. Twins right. Fullback, well, actually the tight end and tailback offset left. There's a snap, handoff Gertie. He goes straight up the middle, so he's got a little bit, still on his feet, and he gets all the way down to the goal line, and that'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Tigers. Nice run there by the senior tailback.
They'll spot him at about the 1, so got a gain of 6 on the play for Jake.
And this is that power formation that we're talking about right here. You got Stevens and Carey over here on the right side, and Kel Carey, and then Braden Carey over here on the left. Handoff once again, Jake Gertie. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that's what you want to do, Coach. We were talking about there's something special about just bearing down and running the ball.
Well, that's exactly what I was just thinking. You were talking about that earlier about the Tigers probably expected to throw. Well, what did we do on first down? We threw the first play of the game, big play, and then turn around, and we've just been running it right down them.
Yeah, absolutely. So a great answering drive after they settled down with the penalties, 5:37 to go. And Tahlequah looks like they may fake this thing as they move motion into a pistol formation, and they're going to go for 2, it looks like. They snap it, rolls to his right, throws back across, got Carshall wide open, and the 2-point conversion is good. The Tigers on top, 8-0. Saxton Carshall from Will Talbert. Hey, why not? Last game of the season, bring out all your tricks. Tigers 8, Rangers 7, and I like it, Coach. I like it a lot. He was wide open and secured the catch and just went to the ground, and now the Tigers have a 1-point advantage with 5:37 to go here in the first quarter.
They need to keep that play in their pocket for next year.
Absolutely. And Saxton Carshall, last week there was a little controversy, right, between the players of the game.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no controversy.
No, it's just a hard decision.
But, early on he is saying, hey, I'm going to put the exclamation point early on. Saxton Carshall eating up a lot of yards.
He essentially right now should have a touchdown and a 2-point
Absolutely.
conversion. Not just a 2-point conversion.
Absolutely.
Well, we had 3 people run the ball in that series right there, Gertie, Carshall, and Torkelson, each with at least a couple of plays. So Tigers moving the ball well.
Absolutely.
I like what you were talking about trying to establish your running game, and of course that opens up your passing game later on. So we'll see what happens the rest of the night here. So Tigers need to get a good defensive stand right here.
Torkelson on the kick for the Tigers. Kickoff, 5:37 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers 8, the Rangers 7. Torkelson kicking towards the north, and it's a low driving kick, bounces at the 20, taken at the 15. He's up to the 20, now to the 25. Hits a little lane there, and he is brought down at about the 28-yard line. And I'm telling you, what a hit by Traven Morrison over here, away from the ball. Number 14 wanted to block him, and Traven Morrison blew him up.
I missed that one. I bet that would have been a good one.
And I'm telling you what, I don't know that I would want to be hit by Traven Morrison.
No, he's a house.
So 1st and 10 for Tulsa Hale at the 29-yard line near the far hash heading towards the south. Malaki Tanavasa in at nose along with Kingston Hall and Kashaway. Twins left, fullback offset to the right, really tight end also to the right. Tailback offset left. Motion out of the slot from left to right. Back to pass, looks to his left, going to be pressured by Koshaway, rolls to his left, he launches one, and it goes out of bounds, pass intended for number 8, the big defensive end / tight end. Good pressure there by Koshaway to force him out of the pocket, and ultimately the incomplete pass.
Tigers did a good job of covering deep on that pass. They didn't have really a receiver anywhere open.
Elvis Myers comes in at defensive end for Kingston Hall. Twins right. Single receiver to the left. Tight right. Tailback offset left. There's a snap, high snap. Quarterback's going to keep it right around the corner. Has a lane wide. Man, he is fast. Brought down by Saxton Carshall at the 49-yard line. And that is a first down, Tulsa Hale.
That was a really good run there.
And, man, he is fast, and we're going to have to do some contain out there. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line for Tulsa Hale. 5:10 to go here in the first quarter. Single receiver left, twins right, tailback offset right, tight right. Tight left. Motion from left to right, and that's got to be a penalty right there, legal procedure, as they let the play go on. We'll see what the call. It's a B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty. That is good enough for a first down, but let's see what the penalty actually is. To me, it looked like you had the tight end leave early.
It did, but they didn't stop the
It
play.
is a legal shift. A legal shift against Tulsa Hale, so that will back them up.
That tight end, it seems like he's either leaving early, he's firing off that ball really fast.
Exactly. So that'll bring up 1st and 15, 4:52 to go here in the first. Tigers 8, Rangers 7.
I'm glad it wasn't me that thought that too, actually. I saw the same thing last 2 plays.
So, ball's at the 44-yard line on the far hash. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tight left, tailback offset right. Motion from left to right, and there's that same thing we just talked about, handoff inside, and Zaxon Carshall and several other Tigers trying to bring him down, and the back still moving, and that's a gain of about 7.
Driving his legs and holding his ground out there.
He gets at least 2 tackles now for Carshall. You're not doing tackles, are you, Coach?
No.
Okay.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for Tulsa Hale inside Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. Twins right, going to check that. Trips right, Twins left, empty backfield. There's a snap, quarterback going to keep it. Runs away from Myers, and great job there. Ball's out. Let's see. Tahlequah says they got it. The officials say no, and here comes a late B.J. Baker penalty flag. My goodness sakes. Keep those flags in your pocket unless you're calling them on Hale.
I didn't see what happened there.
A great job there by Koshaway and Braxton Baker to bring down quarterback for no gain.
Going to go against the Tigers, I think.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
I didn't see that one, but that flag came in late.
It came in late, and it came in on this side of the field, like on our side, away from the play. So whatever it was something over here with the receiver.
So Tahlequah shooting themselves in the foot. What was a good stop ultimately gives them a first down by way of 15 yards. Moves it to the 32 on the far hash. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Hale on the move. Empty backfield, trips right, Twins left. There's a snap, quarterback keeper. Keesa Hall trying to run him down, and does. Trips him up, but a gain of about 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8, depending on the spot. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter, and Kingston Hall records his first tackle of the game. Ball's at the 30-yard line.
It was Kingston at number 34.
That's Corbin Dietz.
Yeah.
Trips right, Twins left, empty backfield. And so far he's not thrown out of this. He's ran it every single time. Now he is going to throw. And he's going to throw it deep. Just airs it out. And great defense. Did he catch it? No, thank goodness sakes. My goodness. He ended up with it once again, but
I thought we had a hand in the air.
Yeah, we knocked it down, and then he caught it out of bounds, so that goes incomplete.
Otherwise he caught it. That would have been another one of those what the heck is going on here plays.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Rangers. Would assume this is 4-down territory for them. 2:41 to go here in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, with this young man back there, quarterback, it's definitely 4 down.
Empty backfield, trips right, Twins left. Back to pass. Little out route. And brought down by Traven Morrison.
They're not going to. Oh wow!
And I don't see a penalty flag on that. The crowd wanted a horse collar, and that'll bring up 4th and short at the 25-yard line.
Was it? It looked like it. I mean, maybe he got a hold of his jersey.
Maybe he heard me say, "Keep your flag in your pocket." I don't know.
It looked really bad.
A little help there from Chris Perry on that play too. That's good defensive pressure on the receiver.
4th and 3, chance for the Tigers to get off the field here. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Looked for the quarterback to keep this thing. And as they run trips right, Twins left, empty backfield. Nope, they're going to go trips left. Play clock is down to 2, and they're going to have to call a timeout. They were going to get delay of game, and they do. Tulsa Hale takes their timeout, first timeout of the game. We're going to take a break with them. You're listening to KEOK 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
First Baptist students. AIM, where it's an all-in mentality. And of course, BJ Baker, trial attorney. Thanks for watching.
I'm Carson Gilbert. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and while we're off air, a sideline warning was issued to Tulsa Hale, and so sideline issue warning both now for Tahlequah and Tulsa Hale, so the next one will be a penalty, and I would imagine that warning was given because they were feeling that official's earful, just like our coaches were feeling the other official's earful on the negated touchdown.
Well, Tulsa Hale can ill afford another penalty. They've already had 4 in the first period here.
So here we go, 4th and 3, an opportunity for this Tiger defense to get off the field. Ball's at the 25-yard line on the near hash. Look for Darion, number 1, to keep this. It's trips left. They're missing a receiver, and it's a late addition. Yeah, so empty backfield, trips left, twins right. That ought to tell you he's going to keep this ball. And he gets Kingston Hall to jump off sides. That'll give him a free first down. You got to like it when the lineman gets knocked down and gets up and gives the old first down play symbol, as he got rocked on that. First down, Nathan Hale moves it up to the 20-yard line on the B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty. A little confusion here by Nathan Hale. You got twins right, single receiver left, tight end to the left. Motion from right to left, jet sweep, and number 3 is trying to get outside. Nothing doing. Great job there by Chris Perry, and that's how you play contain, young man.
About a 7-yard loss on that play.
All the way back to the 20, between the 26, right at the 27. Coach is on it tonight. Coach is on it. I need to go to Dotson Vision Eye Care and get my glasses updated because everything's blurry. Coach is spot on. 2nd and 17 for Tulsa Hale. Ball's on the far hash. Empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. Minute 10 to go here in the first quarter. There's a snap. Quick out to the slot over on the left side, and he's dropped. Gain of 4 maybe. Bring up 2nd and long. Under a minute to go here, 45 seconds, clock running, play clock at 30. Ball's at the 22-yard line on the far hash. They've got it at 3rd and 12. I missed a play somewhere here. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, running in the gun. Back to pass, looks to his right. He's got plenty of time to throw it, airs one out. And too far over the head, pass intended for number 4. In coverage was Isvon Santana and Chris Perry.
Had a receiver wide open in the end zone down there, and he missed him through the outside. That ball was uncatchable as well. It's thrown completely over the sideline.
So brings up 4th down, 4th and 12.
Field goal on the field.
They are going to attempt what would be about a 39-yard field goal.
Officials making a little adjustment there, getting in the right spots.
I think the officials thought they were going for it, and then they had to go get in the right spot.
There's the snap. Kicks away. It is nowhere close, and that falls no good. Tahlequah got off the field with 16.2 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and so a chance for the offense to expand this lead.
I don't think they got a good snap down to him or anything.
6'7" Elvis Myers coming in there on that one and put a little pressure on that kicker, I think. He did a real good job.
Take a moment and thank Baker's Furniture, one of our longtime sponsors. You're in the business, you're needing a couch or mattress or sofa cushion, head on down to Baker's Furniture, longtime sponsor. Just a sofa cushion, not the whole sofa.
Some of these chairs we have to sit in, we need a sofa cushion in here.
Twins right, fakes the jet sweep out of the slot, hand off to Jake Gertie around the right side, makes a man miss. He's up to the 30-yard line, and nice pickup, and that should end the first quarter on a good gain by the senior tailback. And that is the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching and listening on Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
If you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work, it's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goal.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Started the second quarter, Tigers 8, the Rangers 7. Twins left, single receiver right, tailback in the pistol formation, back to pass is Talbert. Wants to go, he's got a man open, caught on the seam, and Ashton Morgan that time came down with it, and that's a big-time pickup. And good little pump fake there by Will, and he did a good job of kind of taking the heat off of that and laying it up, and Morgan, whose defender had tripped and fell, come down with it, and we are at the 35-yard line in business.
35 yards on that play.
Same formation minus the pistol. Back to pass. Talbert looks to his right. He wants to throw it deep, and that's a dart to Torkelson, and Pater, let's go! What a pass. Man, that was, we just talked about the previous pass play where he kind of laid it up for Morgan. That one was a dart to Torkelson. Touchdown, 35 yards.
Excellent touch on that play.
And Tigers 14, Rangers 7.
Took the Tigers 29 seconds to score
two
in the
plays.
second period.
So they used the previous drive to run it down their throats, and then they come out with two daggers. Now on for the extra point is Torkelson. 11:31 to go here in the first half. There's a snap, kicks away, and it is good. Tahlequah 15, Tulsa Hale 7. Take a minute. Speaking of how fast that drive was, is just about as fast as you can get your oil changed down at Chris's Quick Lube. Chris's Quick Lube. In and out in 10 minutes, and they do a fantastic job. Former Tahlequah Tiger Chris Blish has several locations across the Tahlequah Metroplex. And if you are in the need of a quick oil change, head on down to Chris's Quick Lube.
With your one cushion.
If you need just that one cushion from Baker's Furniture, they've got it. Sometimes they'll sell you the whole couch with it. So that was, from an offensive standpoint, you really like that. From a defensive standpoint, you've just been on the field a lot, and then your offense goes out and scores 29 seconds. And now we're like, man, we're back on there.
That was a three-play series for the Tigers, so if we can keep doing that. We've already scored and had one touchdown called back.
That's right.
So that makes a big difference in this ball game because that's still anybody's ball game, but
driving kick taken at about, goes Just out about the two. Man.
Smart play by the returner there.
Yeah,
let
so
it go.
Torkelson with the leg.
You know, that's a rule that I'd like to see changed. I mean, the ball goes out of bounds at the 2. You're going to bring it out to the 35?
Yeah, at least it should just go to the 20.
Let's
touchback or something.
Split the difference or something. I don't know. It just seems like too much. I guess they're going to spot it at the 25.
Well, you know, we know what the rules should be, but sometimes they don't go by them. So, yeah, they've moved it to the 35 on the far hash.
I thought he was setting it there at the 25. I thought, well, that's not right.
We'll take it if it would have been.
Yeah.
Tanavasa in at nose for the Tigers. 11:31 to go here in the first half. Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight right, tailback offset left, DeRoing. And they go motion from right to left, handoff inside, cuts outside to the tackle, and great job there by the Tahlequah Tigers to bring him down. Trying to see.
Looked like 13 in there.
Ishvan Santana.
First one was Carshall.
And Zaxton Carshall. And I saw Koshaway in there as
44
well.
in there.
Yep, that's Koshaway. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6, gain of 4 for Nathan Hale. Clock running, 11:04 to go here in the first half. 15-7, Tigers on top. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, tight right as well. Play clock at 8. There's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his left. He's got daylight, cuts back inside. Sampson can't bring him down, and then a whole ambush of Tigers brings him down inside Tiger territory at the 41-yard line. That's Traven Morrison. And Ishvan Santana leading the way for the Tigers. So 1st and 10, Nathan Hale says. Darian DeRoy, I'm not sure how you say it, so I'm probably butchering it. Tried to run the option, but is a quarterback keeper the whole way. 1st and 10, Rangers, 10:30 to go here in the first half. Twins right, single receiver to the left, back to pass. Looks to his left, he's forced out of the pocket. He's going to keep it, and he's brought out of bounds. Great job there. That's a quarterback sack. Credited to Corbin Dietz and assisted by Zaxton Carshall. Great job to get that interior pressure by Braxton Baker and Tanavasa to force him out of the pocket.
He just reached up, grabbed him by the jersey right there. Hale coaches are wanting a horse collar call and didn't get it.
You can get the jersey, just can't get the shoulder pads.
You can bring them lateral, you just can't bring them back.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 13 on the quarterback sack. 10:15 to go here in the first half. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Motion from the fullback from left to right, and it's quarterback option to the right, and he does pitch late. And, man, ball's on the ground.
Once again.
Let's see who's got it. Tigers say they do. Great job defensively to force the turnover.
I think Baker got it.
And Braxton Baker comes up with it. Going off of Kelly. If we're wrong, yell at Kelly.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Great job there to force the turnover by the Tigers, and they're in business right around the 50-yard line.
Good containment by the Tigers on that pitch right there.
Yeah, they forced him to pitch it, and then just a great hit applied to pop that ball loose, and it's on the 49-yard line inside Tiger territory. 10:09 to go here in the first half. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tight end to the left, tailback offset right. There's a snap, and I don't know. It's let's see what we've got here. We had several people move. Offsides is the call against Nathan Hale.
It was Baker. I went back and looked at the YouTube feed.
Baker on the fumble recovery previously, and so we will take the free 5 yards, courtesy of B.J. Baker, trial attorney.
So my glasses, I don't need my eyes checked.
I do. And Coach definitely does it because he's on it tonight. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tight left, tailback offset right, same formation. Handoff Gertie off left tackle. Great block by Kel Carey.
Close to a first down for him.
My goodness sakes, and Kel Carey leveled that young man, and I'm telling you what, that gets your old blood pumping right there.
Kel
and that
was
brings
serving up a pancake there, wasn't he?
2nd and short now for this Tiger offense as the Tahlequah looks to be in this formation where they have this strong package over here. Here we go. Tight left, Twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. Back to pass is Talbot, wanting to go deep. Airs one out.
He's got it.
Morgan. Morgan came in. Oh, my goodness. Had it.
at about the 7-yard
Man,
line.
we would have been cooking with gas, fellas, and that falls incomplete. Would be 3rd and 1 now for the Tahlequah Tigers.
He had it right in his chest.
And man, that is he's dropped a couple big ones in this game, and that's not characteristic of Mr. Morgan.
No, he's been one of our better receivers all year right there, and I'm sure he'll probably get another chance tonight.
So here we go. Play clock down to 12. And I would imagine we're going to time out. We have a lot of confusion out there by the Tigers, and they do. Tahlequah takes their first timeout. We'll take it with them. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
I'm White Stevens. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Hi, I'm Lauren Stevens, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
This is Gunnar Rhodes, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Stormy Holt, you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Brad Gilbert, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Coach Spears, and thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Whitman, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm St. Sampson, and you're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hi.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill?
Fullback offset left. Tailback offset left. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper. That is Torkelson around the left side. He's got a block. He's to the 30, inside the 30, all the way down to the 20 on the Wildcat. A great job there and a great pickup there by the Tigers. Moving the chains.
21 yards on the pickup by Michael.
Clock running, 9:15 to go here in the first half at the 20, right on the edge of the red zone, or the beginning of the red zone for the Tigers. Twins right, tight left, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left. There's a snap, handoff, Gertie, off left tackle. He's got daylight inside the 10, brought down at the 5, and I'm telling you right now, Kel Carey on the right side, White Stevens on the left side, just doing work on that offensive line. And you're going against a big bear front, and right now they are playing grown man football down there.
They're moving some pretty good guys in there too.
I had my eye on Kel Carey again right there, and he leveled somebody and laid him down.
And so nice big hole for Jake Gertie to run through. Tight left, single receiver to the left, twins right, tailback left. There's a snap, handoff again. That's another counter play. Same exact play, pay dirt. Jake Gertie, and he just follows his big offensive lineman to the end zone, and Tahlequah finds the end zone once again, 21-7. Great job there. Of course, I'm an offensive line guy. We got an injured Ranger down there, but man, what a statement. We're going to take a break. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career?
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Tahlequah on for the extra point. It looks like we're going to go for 2. Diamond formation. There's a snap. Rolls to his right. Wants to throw it. He's in pressure. Throws it to the back of the end zone, and that falls incomplete. So failed 2-point conversion. Tahlequah 21, Nathan Hale 7. And we're going to stay here. We'll take a moment and thank State Farm Laura Lunn. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Northeastern Health Systems. When you are under the weather or you're looking for a good doctor or medical care, head on down to Northeastern Health Systems and they'll get you squared away. Coach, what a great drive there to get into the end zone. They had a missed pass that Morgan had around the 7, but then they did a good job. They were in good position. They run Torkelson out of the Wildcat and then let Jake Gertie do the rest.
Good combination of running and passing and mixing things up real well right now. And kind of got Hale off guard a little bit. And like you said, those linemen are doing a job out there on them. So.
Absolutely. You know, it's always something when you have a bear front, and if you know what a bear front is, let me explain to you. It's 5 down linemen, usually with 2 linebackers. So the old 5-2, and so generally every one of your linemen is accounted for, and so you're looking for angles, you're looking for the counter, things of that nature, and sometimes it's just, hey, man on man, and our guys are tougher than you. And in the last couple drives, I think our offensive line right now is getting the better of that bear front. So here's Torkelson on to kick off. Driving kick taken at about the 5. He bobbles it. He's going to pick it up at the 4. These could be disastrous for both teams, and he got it. Oh! He's to the 30. And Torkelson, touchdown saving tackle at the 40. And that's, you know, those bobbled things are so tough because everybody's coming into their lane, and then it just creates madhouse, and he's able to use his shiftiness to get up to about the 40-yard line.
You know, generally kickers aren't really good tacklers, but Torkelson's an exception.
Yeah, Torkelson's an athlete for sure. He's got a bright future here at Tahlequah.
And only a sophomore, too. That's the big thing.
Absolutely. Look for his name to be fully enshrined in Tahlequah lore by his senior year. Under center now is one, and he just hands off straight up the middle, and look at that, Koshaway bringing him down with ease, assisted by Chris Perry. Koshaway's having himself a pretty good game himself.
Yeah, he has. Chris Perry's been in on a couple of tackles tonight so far.
2nd and 10 now for Tulsa Hale. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball's at the 40 over on the far hash. Hale is moving from right to left on your radio dial, heading towards the north. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. Play clock down to 10. 7:40 to go here in the first half. Back to pass, looks to his right, going to be pressured. They're going to run a screen. Great job there by Tahlequah. That's Corbin Dietz, former First State Bank player of the game, making another tackle for loss. And that'll bring it 3rd and long.
They're going to give him a loss of 5 on that play. Excellent open field tackle out there. 4, I guess.
So Tahlequah defense obviously settling in and tasted a little blood.
Yeah.
You know, blood in the water here on these here in East Central, playing Nathan Hale. Play clock down to 10. Trips left, single receiver to the right. Gonna come back to his left. Play clock at 5, and you know what? The confusion leads Nathan Hale to take their second timeout. 6:58 to go. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging? Estimate a bill? Ask a question? Or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. It's 3rd and 13, 6:58 to go here in the first half. Tahlequah 21, Nathan Hale 7. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right. There's a snap, back to pass, being pressured by Kingston Hall, rolls to his right, airs it out across the middle and caught and forced out of bounds by Isvon Santana. A great pitch and catch there by Nathan Hale. That'll move the chains inside Tiger territory at about the 40, in between the 40, well, they're going to mark it as 47. That makes it easy.
Yeah, 47-yard line.
So Kingston Hall battling through a double team, forces him out, rolls to his right, and then just a good old crossing route is able to get a little separation from Santana and moves the chains. 1st and 10, 6:27 to go here in the first half. Ball's on the far hash. Trying to run a sugar huddle. He's going to go under center. Going to motion out. Overload to the right. He's going to roll back to his left on a quarterback boot. He's got the guy deep, and he airs one out, and they're going to call pass interference on Torkelson.
thought you could face guard. Can you not?
And then we also have an injury. We also have probably a roughing the passer over here as well. So 2 penalties on that play. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, penalty flag. And I don't know about the face guarding. I think you can, but maybe they're calling contact. If he turns and looks at the ball, if he turns, it's not. They both, but he never turned and looked for the ball. So we'll see what. Nonetheless, it looks like there's a roughing the passer over here too. Pass interference against the Tigers. That's declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Tigers, and that will be accepted. So that's a 15-yard penalty, resulting in a first down.
Yeah, there was very little contact on the pass interference there, but there was quite a bit of contact on the quarterback.
So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Tulsa Hale.
32-yard line.
Over on the far hash. Twins left. The chains have not moved yet. I think they're having some chain issues, so they'll have to stop play here until the chains get set. And Bryce, he's out here helping the officials, picking up a yellow flag for them. Bryce doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Twins left.
Taping this chains.
Picking up flags.
I've been everywhere, man.
That's it. Twins left, single receiver right, tailback offset left, tight right, handoff inside, cuts back, not much doing there, and he's going to pick up about 3, bring up 2nd and 7, see, depending on the spot.
23 on that carry.
Under 6 to go here in the first half. Tahlequah 21, Rangers 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 at about the 29-yard line on the far hash.
Tigers need to stop here.
Yeah, Tigers have been shooting themselves in the foot on this drive with a couple of penalties that has moved the chains. 2nd and 7, 5:35 to go here in the first half. Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight left, tailback offset right. There's a snap, handoff off left tackle, and great job there by the Tigers limiting that gain to maybe another 3 yards. Kingston Hall, along with Koshaway, in on the tackle. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Rangers. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. The ball's on the 26-yard line on the far hash. Twins right, trips left, so empty backfield. Look for Dorian to keep this. Tends to run it out of this formation quite a bit. And he is quarterback draw. And look at Tanavasa bringing him down, but it's right at the line to gain, and I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it as well.
Malaki Tanavasa. We're saying the ball's out. Tahlequah's saying they've got it. Let's see. Maybe they're wanting a flag.
I didn't see anything that was.
They're bringing the captains in, and they're going to talk to them about it. I guess they're having some chippiness going on down there, and they're going to get this squared away right now.
Well, that's good that they're doing that.
Yeah, that's preventative officiating right there. They need to do that a little bit every now and then.
So they brought both teams in and gave them warnings here.
I mean, it's both teams' last game,
Sure.
Yeah. So just have a good game.
And they are going to give them the
we
first
should
down.
be.
So 1st and 10 now for Tulsa Hale at the 22-yard line. 4:38 to go here in the first half. Empty backfield, trips left, Twins right. There's a snap, quarterback keeper, straight up the middle again. And he is dropped.
That was Kingston.
From this angle, guys, I know what you guys see on the camera versus what we see are two different things. And, man, it didn't look like he got much, but he got more than I thought he did. Gain of 3, it looks like, 2nd and 7. Inside the 20, so inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Tahlequah 21, Tulsa Hale 7. Play clock to 15. Empty backfield, trips left, Twins right. Motion out of the slot from left to right. They run the jet sweep, trying to get out there, and he is dropped at the 16-yard line. That is Isvon Santana. That'll bring up 3rd and about 3. Third and 3 for Tulsa Hale. 3:25 to go here in the first half at the 16-yard line on the near hash. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left to Dorian in the gun. There's a snap. He's going to run to his left, trying to get the first down, and does. Tucks his head. He's got plenty of space, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa Hale. 3:03 remaining here in the first half, and Tulsa Hale strikes. And that is their offense, without a doubt. Jordan Darian has been eating this defense up here in the first half, accounting for nearly 90% of all of their yards. On for the extra point, 37, kicks away, and it is good. It's a 7-point ball game. Tahlequah 21, Nathan Hale 14. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account.
Uh-huh.
Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa cashback at...
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and I think Coach has a great point as he's saying off air. You know, this is a tough Tulsa Hale team. You know that they're a young team, and I think they're surprising some people with the athleticism, and it's going to be important for these Tigers to put them away. They had them on the ropes, and they've let them kind of back their way back into this. And the thing is Tulsa Hale gets the ball second half,
and that quarterback's he's doing most of it on his own.
So we'll see what they've got in store here. They got teed up at the 40, kicking towards the north. 3:03. Late addition is number 19 as he runs on the kicking team here. Tigers with a 7-point advantage. Add a little pooch kick, and he is drilled, but he holds on to it, and great job to hang on to it, Martinez there. And he should have called for a fair catch, but didn't. And I mean that's a legal hit, as big of a hit as it is. That's a legal hit. At this point you've got to know that you need to call for a fair catch.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this: he did a great job holding on to the ball.
Yes, he did.
And so,
had he called for a fair catch right there, I'm not so sure he wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have marked it 15 yards up on that one.
Absolutely so. So 1st and 10 Tigers at the 36-yard line on the near hash.
You got to kind of wonder, Ashley, about whether he led with the helmet there or not, too. That's a very dangerous situation.
Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right. Play clock at 12. There's a snap. Pitch out to Gertie. He's to the 36, cuts back inside. Still on his feet, brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of, they're going to mark him at the 40. So that's a gain of 4. So bring up 2nd and 6. 2:45 to go here in the first half.
Coach, guys, I just rewatched it, and he did not leave in his helmet.
Yeah, to me it looked like a great hit. I mean, this is just a great football play, and I hate it was against us, but I mean, it looked like a great hit. Twins left, tight right, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. There's a snap, counter off right side. Gertie, great block there on the counter, and he is, as he comes around outside, and he picks up about 3, so that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Good patient running on the counter there as the guard and tackle had to seal the edge, and then he went around his hip, and a good pickup there by Gertie. Carshall kept
real good block on that corner right there.
So third and a long 2 here for the Tigers. Twins left, tight right, single receiver to the right. Carshall the tailback, offset right. It's the Wildcat. Going to run to the right side is Carshall. Here we got a penalty flag. That's probably going to be holding, and then he slammed down out of bounds. No flag there. Penalty is going to be against the Tigers, most likely holding. B.J. Baker, trial attorney. That's usually in the area of it, and it is holding against the Tigers.
Yeah.
So that'll back us up 10, making a much more difficult third down attempt.
5th penalty of the ball game for the Tigers. Now at 50 yards total and losses because of the penalties.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 12 with 1:42 to go here in the first half. Twins left, tight right, single receiver to the right. Tailback is Carshall, offset right. Play clock to 15, looks to the sideline for the play. They've got it, plenty of time to snap it. There's a snap, back to pass is Talbert.
Got him.
And that just couldn't get the ball to a pass intended for St. John Sampson. So Tahlequah will be forced to punt with 1:37 to go. And they just shot themselves in the foot in that drive. And so last thing you want to do, like I said, is give this Tulsa Hale team any type of hope. And they are doing just that.
You sure don't want to give them a short field here, so.
And they get the ball to start the second half.
And they get the ball to start the second half, absolutely. 1 timeout remaining for Tulsa Hale with 1:37 to go here in the first half. Play clock to 2. There's a snap, high snap taken. And not a very good punt. And it takes a Tahlequah roll, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So
yeah, that was probably maybe his worst punt of the year.
So good field position here for Tulsa Hale, and you got to have some positivity for them because here we go. You have a chance to tie it and get the ball back in the second half, and so very important possession here for defense to maybe get another one of those turnovers. So at the 46-yard line on the near hash, 1:28 to go, 1 timeout remaining for Tulsa Hale. Tahlequah 21, Tulsa Hale 14. Trips right. Tailback offset right. Looks like they're missing a player. And here he comes. He's going to line up receiver here on the left side. There's snap, back to pass to DeRoy. Got plenty of time, rolls back to his left. Forced by Baker. Oh, it was tipped off! Yes, it looked good from my angle. Yes, sir! Absolutely, interception. Corbin Dietz, and what a grab by the outside linebacker to get his feet in bounds and come down with it. Absolutely, I'm right here on it. That's a catch. Replay it over here.
We'll go up here and look at it.
Let's see. That looked like an interception all day. Tulsa Hale is trying to plead their case, saying it's incomplete, but hey, that official is right there on it. That is first down, Tahlequah. I just said, hey, we need another turnover, and they got it.
Coming a good time right there.
Great job there by
their quarterback. Had some time to throw right there, and usually if he's got a lot of time, he's going to be connecting somewhere.
Yeah, good job. Braxton Baker forced him. He sat there for a while, and Baker forced him out of the pocket.
Yeah, he did.
But he forced him to his basically his left, and that's a tough roll there. So Tahlequah 1st and 10 on the 36, 1:21 to go, and I believe they have 2 timeouts remaining. Twins left and right going into 2-minute over here. There's a snap, back to pass, looks his left, lets one fly. That's caught by Isvan Santana, and he is going to be rode out of bounds inside Hale territory at the 49-yard line.
15-yard reception.
Oh, absolutely.
He has possession of the ball. You can see green.
Oh, absolutely, interception.
It's interception all the way.
So great, they run a little out route to Isvan Santana, and a good ball there by Talbert. Good catch by Santana, and that moves the chain. 1st and 10, 1:14 to go here in the first half. Inside Hale territory. Twins left and right. Pistol formation now. Play clock at 15. Looks to the sideline. Back to pass. Little screenplay, great time to run it.
Gertie.
Got blockers downstairs, Gertie, and look at him following the big fellas down there, and what a great play. And they tried to run that a few weeks ago and overthrew it, and man, great job there to sell the screen and a great time to call it. And good pickup there by Jake Gertie to move the chains. And good
19-yard reception for Jake.
At the 31-yard line, over on the far hash. Minute 7 to go. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. There's a snap, back to pass. Talbot rolls to his right. He's got
a man
deep, and that's Sinja Sampson. He catches it. Is he? Oh, and he's out of bounds near the goal line. I think they're marking out about the 3. Yes, and they do. Great catch by 3. Talbot to Sampson, and it's 1st and goal, Tigers, and great job, great protection, good ball there by Talbot, and a good route as Sampson came open there. So Tigers sniffing the end zone here with a minute to go in the first half, 21-14, and trying to make all they can out of the turnover that was forced by Corbin Dietz in the Tigers.
30-yard completion on that last play.
Here's that power formation that we've seen over here. Twins right, tight right. Handoff, Carshall cuts back inside, touchdown, Zaxton Carshall, and we're in business. Tahlequah 27, Tulsa Hale 14, and man, that's how you run a drive right there, man. They kind of got a little stagnant in the previous drive, and they came out here and just said, hey, listen, let's reestablish the line of scrimmage, let's throw the ball a little bit, and great job there by the senior Zaxton Carshall to find pay dirt from the 3. So on for the extra point is Torkelson. And I don't know if you noticed it last week, Torkelson and Talbot traded places. And Talbot, when we thought it was blocked, to hit it off of one of the linemen's head. But not this time. Torkelson kicks it through, and it is good. Tahlequah, 56.1 seconds to go. And that's a momentum swing, guys.
Very much so.
You know,
just don't want to give them anything in the last 56 seconds.
Yeah. Well, take a minute to thank some of our sponsors like Big Bob Ebb Culver, state representative, and we appreciate his support, and he also appreciates your support in upcoming collections. He is a man of the people, right? So he does a great job for Cherokee County and his district at the state capitol, a Tahlequah Tiger alum, and a University of Oklahoma Sooner. We appreciate everything that Big Bob Ed does, and Bob Ed Culver, state representative. Tommy Nix Auto Group, if you're in the need or need if you need something to haul that one couch cushion around, head on down to Tommy Nix. They'll sell you a car. They'll sell you more than one car. Yeah, put it in the truck. But head on down to Tommy Nix Auto Group. Torkelson on to kick off for the Tigers. 56.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tahlequah 28, Rangers 14. There's the kick, taken at about the 12-yard line. He's to the 20. He's got a lane, and Chris Perry brings him down about the 33-yard line. Great open field tackle there by Chris Perry.
Perry's done that a couple times before, made some good tackles.
Oh, absolutely. Perry is one of the few two-time First State Bank players of the game here.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, he is a hard-nosed, tough player, and you want a whole team of Chris Perrys and Zaxton Carshalls and all of that, because they play about 25 pounds heavier than they actually are.
I've said it several times on this broadcast.
And they hit you when they hit you.
When you see those guys, you don't think they play the positions they play.
Absolutely. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left. Dorian, the ball's on the ground. He picks it up. There should have been a holding call, but Koshaway forced him, trying to get there. Koshaway got him! Outstanding job to track him down by Koshaway, and I'm telling you what, he's having himself a heck of a game as well.
He's putting his name in that hat too.
And assisted by Kingston Hall, and Darian had nowhere to go. Great job, and I'm telling you right now, he fought through a holding penalty. There was no holding call. He comes off of it, forces him, and then is able to take him down. Great job.
Great pursuit there once he busted through. Yeah, he was held right there, and it was a no call, but that's one of those things where a lot of the action was back 5-10 yards, and the officials probably just didn't see it, but it was a hold.
And I'm not sure if Tahlequah took a timeout here,
I didn't see anything.
Which you might think when it's 2nd and 32, put them in a bad spot here,
Well, it says we had, how many timeouts is it shaped?
Well, they haven't put any up there, but we took one early on, and if we took another one there, would be our second one. But I didn't see him get give any indications of it. I initially thought it may be because the quarterback was injured a little bit. No, I'm sorry. Tulsa Hale took that timeout.
That's it then for them.
So they have no timeouts remaining. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. And if you notice, they've got the quarterback down here at the wide receiver point, so they're going to send him on a go route. Trips right, single receivers to the left, and that's what they're going to do. They're just going to throw it up deep.
Doubling.
And Torkelson turns, and Torkelson picks it off. Outstanding job. You were going to fool us once on that play. You're not going to do it again. And Michael Torkelson comes up big with an interception. And now if you're the Tiger, here's a penalty flag.
Tahlequah had that one. They had double team on him the whole time.
I think we're going to have another personal foul down here, and that may be on, we'll see if it's on Kingston Hull.
I didn't see what happened. We were following the play. So.
It's dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers, so that will back us up 15 yards. Oh, they ejected him.
Oh, no.
Well, last game of the season, I guess, so he has been ejected. Let's see who they ejected.
Yeah, we missed it.
Oh, my gosh. Was it?
We were following the ball, so I didn't see what happened on the other end, but the unsportsmanlike conduct, and like I said, he has been ejected.
41-yard line inside Hale territory.
So great interception there by Torkelson. And Tahlequah, 33.2 seconds remaining. They still have 2 timeouts. And they see what they can get right here in this first play and see what they want to do with that. So twins left and right. On the right side, it's closer to a bunch or a stack. Tailback offset left. Talbot rolls to his left, throws out, is on Santana, caught. Now if he steps out of bounds and does, right about a yard shy of the line to gain, 25.8 seconds will bring up second. Oh, no, they marked him out way shorter than that. They're going to mark
him a little shorter than that. I think it's about short 3. No, it's 3 yards, 7-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. Clock is stopped, 25.8 seconds at the 49-yard line on the far hash. Twins left and right. Tailback offset right. Talbot in the gun. There's a snap back to pass. Looks to his right to run the screen. And he does run the screen and finally gets it out to Gertie. Gertie's got a blocker in space. And he is blocked. They're going to have to call a timeout right here because he didn't get out of bounds. And a great time to run that screenplay. And we have an injured Ranger. Man, I thought it was tipped. I thought he threw it was tipped, but instead he just pump faked it and then was able to get a little space and hit Gertie on the screen. That's twice they've ran that.
Where did we start that play at?
At the 49, Coach. 49,
okay. So we have a 10, 20, 28-yard pickup.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 22-yard line. And Tigers wanting to get one more on the board before they call it a half, and they may very well do just that.
They've got time for 2, maybe 3 pass plays if they
take a shot here to the end zone.
They must not have a timeout left because they were rushing down like they did not.
Yeah, I've lost track.
We've got one left,
I've got us with 1, but the scoreboard doesn't show it, and they've given 1 timeout back to Rogers. It looks like, so I'm not real sure. You can trust the Hale? Tulsa Hale. The Rangers, not Rogers. So apologize.
Ropers or the Rangers, one of the two. Hope the Tigers can benefit off of that big pick there. That was a heck of a defensive play.
Yeah, absolutely.
The penalty sure hurt us, but
pistol formation motion from left to right is Torkelson. They got a heavy package. Fakes it, rolls back, wants to go back across his body. He's got the wheel route, hangs it up, caught. He drags into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Jake Gertie on the wheel route. Man, that is a great play, great ball by Will Talbot. And man,
8.7 seconds left.
Tigers take advantage of 2 turnovers. And now on top, 34-14. And the wind has been taken out of the sails of the Tulsa Hale Rangers. On for the extra point is Torkelson. Waiting for the extra point. There's the snap. Kicks away. Looks good, is good. Tahlequah 35, Tulsa Hale 14. We're going to take a break. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Samantha Cochran. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Johnson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hi, this is Carter Gardner at Tahlequah Baseball. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
I'm Rylan Kimball, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
My name is Malia McCart, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
I'm Riley Dotson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
My name is Bryce, and thank you for watching the Green Country Sports.
That's all I have to do, right?
Yeah,
just play. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Tahlequah 35, Tulsa Hale 14 with 8.7 seconds to go here in the first half. And it was an explosion of points here for the Tigers, reestablishing a 21-point lead.
Kick it right up.
Torkelson kicks it out of bounds. Another B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty. And so they'll take the ball around the 35-yard line. And what a great play! You know, they fake it, to Gertie, they then bootleg out, and then he throws back across his body to Gertie on the wheel route, and then great catch by Gertie, and then he's drug into the end zone for a touchdown.
He's done that about 3 or 4 times now, throwing back across the body like that, back to the other side. And
I would say that Gertie's probably got maybe the leading receiver with his 2 screens and that big catch right there. Just doing a little
68 yards so far for Jake on receiving, 35 apiece for Morgan and Torkelson, and 22 for Santana, another 30 for Sampson. So
empty backfield, trips left. He's forced out of bounds forced out of the pocket by Baker, and he slings one. And man, what a catch by number 4. No, they're going to say that's incomplete. And that is the end of the first half. Tahlequah on top, 35-14. We'll be back with the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah's Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less, State Farm Agent Lord Lund, Quick Cash Finance, Countryside Wellness, Chris's Quick Lube, Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita, Tommy Nick's Auto Group, H&H Quality Tires and Auto, Tahlequah Lumber, River Valley Church, Northeastern Health System, State Representative Bob Ed Culver, Dotson Vision Care, First Baptist Students, AIM, where it's an all-in mentality, and of course, BJ Beggar, trial attorney. Thanks for watching.
I'm Carson Gilbert. You're watching.
If you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work. It's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevate Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goals.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
I'm Wyatt Stevens. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Hi, I'm Lauren Stevens, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
This is Gunnar Rhodes, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Stormy Holt, you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Brad Gilbert, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Coach Spears, and thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Whitman, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Sinjin Sampson, and you're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Samantha Cochran. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Johnson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hi, this is Cutter Gardner at Tahlequah Baseball. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
I'm Rylan Kimball, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
My name is Malia McCart, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers. I'm Riley Dotson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
My name is Bryce Hitt, and thank you for watching the Green Country.
I'm Tommy Nix.
My dad won't be undersold.
First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. It has been a heck of a ball game thus far. I want to take a moment and thank some more of our sponsors. Baker's Furniture, as always, a longtime sponsor of the Green Country Sports Network. Chris's Quick Lube, State Farm, Laura Lunn, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, our penalty flag sponsor. Appreciate everything that he does for the Green Country Sports Network and our community, along with Northeastern Health System. Two Sisters Financial. You know, it's one of those times, turbulent times here in the economy. It's always good to have someone you can count on and trust to take care of your financial needs, and they do just that down at Two Sisters Financial. If you're in a hurry for some quick cash, head on down to Quick Cash Finance with Mickey Guerrero. She's going to take care of you. As always, we'd like to thank the Palms Massage and Wellness for being this season's trivia contest sponsors. So gave away a lot of massages for all the home games this year. Thank you for your continued support of the Green Country Sports Network. Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. Before you know it, April will be here, and who better to help you navigate turbulent waters that is tax season than a trusted tax service like Jackson Hewitt. As always, we want to thank Tahlequah Lumber. Tahlequah Lumber, owned by Brett Bynum, Mike Skinner, and their families, and they have been doing business in the Tahlequah area for a long time. And as a former Tahlequah Lumber employee myself, I know how much they care about our community, and I appreciate each and everything that they do for this community, to include their sponsorship of the Green Country Sports Network and Tahlequah Athletics and Northeastern State University. There's not a better partner to have in your community than a hometown lumber company like Tahlequah Lumber. And Bob Ed Culver, our state representative. He represents all the people. So you have an issue, he's at the State House trying to protect what we have, our values, and everything that we care about here in Cherokee County Bob Ed Culver, State Representative. Tommy Nix Auto Group, they will not be undersold, so head on down there if you're in the need for a new car, a new or used car. They can put you in a great vehicle and take good care of you. Tommy Nix Auto Group. Dotson Vision Care, where smart refs go to improve their game. And I'm telling you, Torrey Dotson has done a good job. Remember him from back in the day in high school, and now he is a very successful optometrist. Chose to stay here and support his community. Dotson Vision Care. I want to take a minute and thank a few people. Dr. Jalen Green, a local pediatrician, along with John Asbill. For every week, they take the Tiger and the inflatable tunnel and they set that up, and that's not an easy task. So I know it means a lot to these boys to have something to run through and get them a little bit fired up, and it's not easy to put that thing on a trailer every week and then blow it up and then take it down. So thank you so much, Dr. Jalen Green and John Asbill, for all your support of Tahlequah Tiger Athletics. You are watching the Green Country Sports Network. You're listening to Lakes Country 102.1, and this is the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Coach Elsie Miller, the voice of Tahlequah, along with Dr. Kelly Calloway. And Dr. Calloway, I'm going to take a minute, and I know you're probably going to be irritated for me to talk to you about this, but I want to know more about the smart wave technology that you offer if you have an injured athlete and what it actually can entail. I think it's important that these listeners know what it is that you provide, because there's not a lot of people in the state of Oklahoma or around the country that provide the type of service that you have.
It's called shockwave therapy.
Shockwave, excuse me.
But it's the company, or the one that I use, is called Softwave, and essentially what it does is it tricks your body into thinking that you have a new injury, which I know is kind of interesting to sound like. But what it'll do is it'll go in at about 3,500 miles an hour. Let's say you have a bad shoulder, Ashley, to the bone, muscle, joint, tendon, ligament, or wherever we want to treat. And it tricks your body to think you have a new injury. Why that's important is that will then get your body's own stem cells to go in and start working on that area. It's an FDA-cleared device used in hospitals such as Walter Reed. It's used in the Mayo Clinic. It's used in Harvard Medical School, as a matter of fact. It's also used in professional sports teams such as the Dallas Cowboys, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing right now.
Oh, man. Does it help you play defense?
The Brooklyn Nets, Chicago Cubs, just to name a few. It's also been featured on the Doctor's TV show, and it's been really a big game changer for a lot of my patients, athletes, people with, sprains, strains, tendonitis, pulled hamstrings. I've helped an athlete with it. Just all kinds of things like that, and it's such a really great cutting edge type of therapy that we do offer at our clinic, and if anybody has sprained ankles or tears, now it is not a surgery, but if you have a partial tear, a mild tear, fraying, it will help your body's own stem cells start to work on that area, so to help healing and facilitate. It's not a cure-all for everything, but I'm telling you, it has been a game changer for me and for my patients.
Well, that's exciting to hear, because I know there are people that are dealing with minor tears or partial tears and everything else, and looking for a non-surgical way to heal. And that's it's not wizardry. It's not.
It's like I said, it's an FDA-cleared device. It's not a I pull it out of the trunk of my car kind of a thing and say, let's go try this.
It's not a snake oil, is that what you're saying?
I'll tell you now, I have people driving from Pryor Wagner, Porter, Oakdahl, all over doing it. And I'm probably the most cost effective. You can find it in Tulsa, and you can find it in Northwest Arkansas in some places. However, I'm probably the cheapest in the state as far as like getting the therapy. Unfortunately, insurance does not cover it at this point, although it is an FDA cleared device. One day I'm hoping that it will. However, right now they just don't. And but I stay very busy with it, and I do actually have if you're to try it, just to come and try it and see if it is something that will work for you. It's only $49 to try it. Generally a session is about 8 visits, and after that 8 visits, then we kind of see where you're at. It's great for neuropathy. There's all kinds of things there's so many things that you can do for it. So, you can even treat TMJ with it, actually, migraines, and actually, you can do, I do not do this because I don't carry sterile ultrasound gel. It's FDA cleared for wound care and some other things too.
Man.
Yeah.
Kelly's been sitting here watching me smile for quite some time while he's talking about this. My next question was, you're not going to charge me for this question, but neuropathy, and you just mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing because I know a lot of people, especially diabetics and things that have that, and I'm one of them who has a little bit of issues with my right foot.
Yeah.
So
what it gets in there and it stimulates that nerve, and it gets your body working at a cellular level. There's tons of research on it. Okay. If you want to, you can go to SoftWave TRT for tissue regeneration technology, and softwavetrt.com, and there's tons of research. You can just click on. I sent one to Ashley the other day to read about sports injuries.
I did,
and students.
and I saw some ACL
injuries and athletes.
Some ACL stuff. So how would it? Obviously, if you had a completely torn ACL,
you probably
need surgery. But what if you had a partial tear? Would it help?
It will help your body to try to help regenerate that tissue and stuff to get it healing better. And like I said, are there cases where someone still may need a surgery? Maybe. I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody responds differently. But I've seen some really good things. I've seen some people that, for an example, I treated a young lady. She was elderly, but her goal was, I don't just look at pain. I say, what is it you want to do? And she's like, I like to garden. So when I get down on my knees in the garden, I have to crawl up my knees just to get up. My goal is to not have to do that. Even if I have a little bit of pain, my goal is not to be able to have to crawl up my knees anymore. And that's where we got her.
This relatively a new thing.
Well, it's been around for several years.
Okay.
You've probably heard of something similar in a hospital setting. You've probably heard of someone getting their kidney stones blasted or broken up. That's called lithotripsy. Well, through years of research, Germans have found that you can do something similar to that with a bone, muscle, joint, tendon, and ligament, and that's called orthotripsy, which what we use in the clinical setting, or shockwave therapy. It's really just an electrohydraulic acoustic wave. We're not literally shocking you, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's relatively safe. There's only 4 real contraindications to it. If you have cancer, I can't do it on the site of your cancer. If someone was pregnant, no low back or abdomen. If they have a pacemaker, you can still get it done as long as it's not directly over the pacemaker. And the last one is if you've had a cortisone injection, let's say on your knee, we want to wait about 21 days post-injection if we can, and that's really just because you don't want to go over the injection site, and that's just because I think it can make it a little bit, like hot kind of feeling and stuff like that. The biggest thing is you can be a little bit sore, and that's about it. It's just been a really good thing. I know Ashley and I've chatted about it. He kind of threw me off guard.
Well, I did. I caught you off guard.
But I'm glad to talk about it, and some people, I've really tried to ramp up my promotion of it.
Sure.
And it's not just because, of course, I want to, people, I want to make money, but, my biggest thing is I've seen what it's done to help people live a better quality of life. And again, I always have to preface things, is it a cure-all for everything? No. But it is, for the most part, I would say in my clinic, most everyone has improved their quality of life by using it.
The only bad thing I've heard about it is
I'm gonna have to schedule one.
Is the more you use it, the higher the likelihood of your babies being more naked will be. So it's one of the labels that are on there. So just something to think, just something to keep in the back of your mind,
Because I injured myself lifting, and I was having a hard time bench pressing or overhead pressing. And now it's almost, I don't feel that at all. The only time I feel it now is going into like a squat position where I have to put my hands behind my head, for the squat bar. And I have horrible, range of motion anyway. And that's the only time I have the discomfort now. And it's helped me myself. I know that Craig won't care. I've helped him actually get back into lifting with his shoulder. and I know he won't care that I mention it either.
Well, head on down and see Dr. Kelly Calloway, and he'll get you on the road to health and fitness. Coach, some halftime stats here. Was a barrage of points there late in the second quarter, and I think you've got some stats for us.
Well, in reality, right now, the Tigers have kind of dominated the stats. They have one young man who's rushed for over 65 yards. That's their quarterback, and he's carried most of the weight for them. They've completed only a couple of passes against us. Actually, I have 4 passes, one for a 3-yard loss, 58 total yards. The Tigers right now are rushing at a 127-yard clip, have passed for 190. I have our quarterbacks at 8 for 14 for the first half. So that's a pretty good completion rate, over 50%, and 190 yards. That's more than most people get in a whole ball game most of the time. We've been helped out with a couple of big picks here that really turned out to be good. Tigers scored 2 touchdowns in the last 56 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's what really has opened up the ball game and, like you said, kind of shut the door on.
There was a big momentum swing there. It felt like Tulsa Hale was going to claw back into this thing. They got within 7, and it just kind of felt like the momentum has shifted. And then big turnover there by the Tigers, and they're able to march down and score, and then they get another. So if I'm not mistaken, Coach, do we have 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery?
Yes.
So 3 turnovers forced by this Tahlequah Tiger defense, and then more importantly, it's been touchdowns off of every single turnover, and so points off turnovers are very, very important. Let's not forget, we opened this game with a touchdown, a pass to Zaxton Carshall, that he took it to the house, and the official said we didn't have that he was not eligible, and I think we all disagree with that because he most certainly was eligible because to explain that, you had the other guys on the other side of the line that came up on the line, so he was an eligible receiver. I don't know if the argument was he didn't declare or what, but I don't even think he has to declare in that situation like a lineman.
You're not going to win that battle with them, though. It's just, and you talked about the 3 turnovers that we've created so far. We've had several losses, quarterback sacks. The one big one that resulted in about a 27-yard loss there for them, which we ended up scoring off of in about 3 plays. So we've had actually about 4 or 5 good plays defensively that have really kind of opened the score up a little bit here.
Yeah, so lots of penalties. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, we're looking for some appeals on a couple of those, and I'm trying to get confirmation, but I do believe we had an ejected player on an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I'm thinking that was Kingston Hall who was ejected, but we will. That was the symbol they gave, but they never did anything else from that. So
I never saw him leave the field, and I think that's one thing they're supposed to do. But Hale opened up the scoring tonight, Ashley, at the 8:33 mark with a 5-yard run got the extra point. They were up 7-0. 5:37 first period. Only 2 scores in the entire first period. Tigers came back on a 1-yard run by Zaxton Carshall. Point after was a 2-point pass for the 8-7 lead at the end of 1. Tigers came back in the second period and scored 27 points to go ahead 35-14 over the Hale Rangers.
Absolutely, and they had 1 for 2 on 2-point conversions as they tried to go for another 2-point conversion. That pass went incomplete there, so Tahlequah we're trying to extend that lead, and that's how we are at 35-14. About 2 minutes to go for the start of the half. This is the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
it wasn't. but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. I want to take a moment and give a big shout out to Bryson Lee, one of Tahlequah Tigers' biggest fans and a longtime listener of the Green Country Sports Network. And we always appreciate our faithful listeners and faithful fans. So Bryson Lee wants to let you guys know, go Tigers. And so we are about ready to start this second half. Tahlequah 35, Tulsa Hale 14, and it is senior night as they honored their seniors during halftime. So Tahlequah has the ball teed up on the near hash. They will be kicking towards the north end zone. That is right to left on your radio dial. Torkelson's got it teed up, and we're ready to go and see if we can keep this momentum going for these Tigers. And there's the kick, and it's a driving kick, and it bounces at the 5 and bounces out of bounds again. Man, couldn't get the old Tiger bounce, so Tulsa Hill will start 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Bounced out of bounds at about the 7-yard line right there. It just needed that one little round bounce to get in there.
So obviously no time has went off the clock here. So Kelly's trying to give me his credit card, and I'm just going to take a picture of it.
I can't read what it says.
So Kel Carey coming in at nose for the Tigers. Koshaway and Myers also on. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right. There's a snap, quarterback keeper straight at the middle, and man, Carey almost had him, and Darian drops the ball as he goes out of bounds, tackled by Torkelson. He's got enough for the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
11-yard gain on the play.
Kel Carey almost had him in the backfield. So here we go. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right, Darian in the gun. 11:54 to go here in the third quarter. There's a snap, back to pass, little wide receiver screen, and that is on the ground, but they don't call it down. They let him get back up, and that's fine for us because led by Caden Swim, number 16, and several other Tigers. That's a tackle for loss. And it looked to me like he was down.
It sure did to me. He was down on both knees there and had both hands on the floor ground at one point.
Good job there by Caden Swim, the senior cornerback. And that'll bring up 2nd and long. 2nd and about.
Yeah, lost 4 on that play.
Ball's at the 42-yard line on the far hash. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, Darian in the gun. Clock running, 11:10 to go here in the third. Tigers show blitz, and they get him to jump. Good job. Traven Morrison walks up like he was going to blitz and got the antsy pants, and they try to get a head start. That'll back them up 5 and make it even longer. 2nd and 19 for Tulsa Hill.
6th penalty of the night against the Rangers.
Backs them up all the way to the 37-yard line. Stays with Trips, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, Darian in the gun. 11 minutes to go here in the third. Morrison shows blitz again. They back out of it. Throws a wide receiver screen over here to number 3. Caught, and great open field tackle There's that Chris Perry, and it is. Chris Perry out here, way out here, making a good tackle for a very minimal gain. Brings up third and forever for Tulsa Hale, and this is a good start for this Tigers defense. 10:30 to go in third. Tahlequah 35, Tulsa Hale 14. Ball's on the near hash. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. Back to pass is Darian. He's going to be hit and by Myers, but he's able to shovel pass it out, and that's Zaxton Carshall on a big tackle over there. And that's a tackle for maybe a 2-yard gain. Great 3 and out here by this Tiger defense. And man,
I thought Elvis Myers was going to knock that ball down out of the air.
He was just able to almost a shovel pass over to, and then Zaxton Carshall made a great open field tackle as well. And Zaxton Carshall being all over the field tonight. And
gain of 2 on that play, though.
Good pressure by Elvis Myers. There's a snap. Kicks away. High kick. And Tahlequah going to get away from it. Takes a Tulsa Hale roll inside the 30 and out of bounds. Depending on where they mark it, it looks like the 27. No, they're going to move it maybe to the 20. Can't tell where he's going to stand. So
he's standing right on the 27 right now.
27-yard line on the far hash. The Tigers will start 1st and 10 from the 27 here for their first possession of the second half with a 21-point lead. 9:33 to go here in the third quarter.
Let's see the Tigers run that opening touchdown pass again. The one that got called back early.
Absolutely. So here we go. Tigers take the field. Twins to the left. Single receiver to the right. Tight end to the right. Tailback also offset right. Talbert in the gun. There's a snap. Low snap. Handoff straight up the middle is Gertie. Oh, what a block by Wyatt Stevens. Oh, my goodness sakes.
Driven out of bounds after about 5.
Gain of 5. Sorry, guys. I got caught watching my side. He leveled that linebacker. That was pretty awesome. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Gain of 5. Clock running. 9:08 to go. Twins left. Single receiver to the right. Tight end to the right. Tailback offset right. Play clock at 15. Plenty of time to snap it. Looks to the sideline. Now has the play call. He's ready to go. 8 to snap. There's a snap. Handoff. Gertie on the counter. Boom. What a hit. And he keeps his legs moving, and I think he's just short of the line of gain. And Braden Carey down here also, he said, hey, Wyatt, I like your pancake. I want one too. And
52?
He's 52, and
he put him down back out here.
And so looks like we're going to go to the Wildcat once again as Talbot runs over to the sideline, and Torkelson comes in here on the 3rd and short. 8:20 to go here in the third quarter on a 3rd and 1 at the 36-yard line. Over on the far hash, Twins left, single receiver to the right. This is that big package they like to run in this Wildcat formation. Look for Torkelson to keep it off the right side, and does, and he's got plenty of room and gets the first down. So nice job there by Torkelson and that offensive line to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
They're going to spot it at about the 43, so that's going to give him about a 5-yard gain on that play.
8 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the third. Tahlequah 35, Tulsa Hale 14. Got Twins to the right, tight left, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left. There's a snap counter back to the right, and that's Carshall. Carshall's got daylight. He's following Stevens, and he's got a first down, and there is a penalty flag in the backfield, usually in the area of holding. We'll see if that is the case. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, sponsor of our penalty flags, and man, he's getting his name called quite a bit, and holding is the call, so that will back us up 10. That'll make it 1st and 20. That was a great counter. Guard and tackle pulled, and Zaxton just got in behind them. And it's always a good sight to see when you are about 10 yards down the field and your tackle's still in front of you and you're still following him.
They're pushing everything downfield and giving them some good holes to run through right now.
But now it's 1st and 20 off the holding penalty. 7:58 to go here in the third. Twins left, tight right, single receiver right. Got an offside. Got a little bit of a head start, and I think the kids in the stands would be chanting, "You can't do that." And as the man in the crowd says, watch the ball, and that's great advice. 1st and 15 now for the Tigers after the free 5 yards given to us by the Tulsa Hale Rangers. Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight right. Tight end is Elvis Myers. Zaxton Carshall is in at tailback. Carshall's going to be offset right of Talbert in the gun.
We haven't used the tight end at all tonight, have we?
There's a snap, another counter back to left side. He's got plenty of daylight. He's to the 45, runs a man over. He's at the 50, inside the 45, still on his feet, cuts back. Got a blocker. He's got some daylight to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's dragged down just outside the goal line, and what a heck of a run by Zaxton Carshall.
I'm sorry to yell like that.
My God, there is a penalty flag.
At about the 2-yard line.
Let's see what it is there, but man,
he ran 85 yards.
Oh my goodness sakes!
Got a horse collar there, actually.
What a great run! What great blocks that were being thrown! A great counter back to the left side. Good blocking down. Great big hole, and then Zaxton using his vision.
If they don't let Zaxton run this in,
maybe he may not. He may have to catch some oxygen, Coach.
They bringing him in? They're bringing in.
They got Gertie. They got Gertie in, and that penalty was against you. You called it. That was against.
The way he kind of slung down. It looked like it.
They're going to place it at what? About the 2?
1st and goal, at the 1.5 on the half the distance to the goal penalty, and great run there by Carshall. And so looks like we got Chris Perry in the backfield.
They're going to let Chris 47, this, aren't they?
So Twins right, fullback offset left. See if Perry can get him a touchdown. Hand off Perry up the middle. Perry, pay dirt. Touchdown Tigers, and that's a heck of an opening drive right there for your Tahlequah Tigers, and they hang another 6 on the board. 41-14. I'm telling you, that was a great run by Zaxton Carshall.
He has put his name in that hat for
absolutely. Absolutely. He's got a couple of touchdowns. He got a heck of a run. He has a touchdown that was called back. He's got a 2-point conversion. He's got 5 or 6 tackles.
Yeah.
So Torkelson on for the extra point.
It's a tough one again. Gertie's got 3 touchdowns. Talbert's thrown for 1,000,000 yards.
Kick is good. Tahlequah 42, Tulsa Hale 14. And we're going to take a break. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
I'm White Stevens. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Hi, I'm Lauren Stevens, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
This is Gunnar Rhodes, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Stormy Holt, you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Brad Gilbert, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Coach Spears, and thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Whitman, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm St. Sampson, and you're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Samantha Cochran. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Johnson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. And Tahlequah 42, Nathan Hale 14. And you can feel the collective wind being taken out of the proverbial sails of the Rangers here at Tulsa East Central. There's the kick, and it's a driving kick. And is it going to stay in bounds? And it does, and goes into the end zone for a touchback. And what a leg Torkelson has. And I truly believe, and I've said this time and time again, I do believe that Torkelson will be the all-time leading scorer for Tahlequah football.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, he's just a sophomore. He kicked a ton of field goals last year. He's kicking a ton of extra points and field goals this year, and plus a couple touchdowns. And, of course, you know, he's going to be featured a lot more next year and into his senior year.
It's possible his senior year he could be the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we don't even know.
Does anybody know what his longest field goal is to date?
I don't.
That's a good question for
That'd be interesting to know. He's got a good leg.
Tight right, Twins left, motion out of the slot, and then they hand it off of right tackle, and a good job there by the Tahlequah defense to bring him down. I believe that's Austin Marsh, the senior, number 15, leading the way, and he was assisted by Braxton Baker. So that's a gain of 4, maybe 5. We'll say 5. So 2nd and 5 for Tulsa Hale. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. Tahlequah up by 28. Twins left, tight left, single receiver and tailback both to the right. There's a snap, high snap, one-hand grab, nearly caught in the backfield by Baker, and he is able to go on up, and he's
Still
brought down by, again, Austin Marsh. Austin Marsh along with Chris Perry. And there's a Tiger that's slow to get up. He looks like it's okay, and that's Traven Morrison. And, again, Traven Morrison, he will play until his heart literally stops. He is such a strong-willed, big-hearted player. And Jet's his brother.
We had 4 young men on that guy's back, and he was still churning for some extra yardage.
1st and 10 for Tulsa. Hale at the 37. Twins left, single receiver to the right, back to pass. He wants to throw the swing route and does, and it's caught. It's trying to force him out of bounds. It's Caden Swim and does. But that's enough for a Tulsa Hale first down inside Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. Those little swing routes are tough to cover, especially from a linebacker position. There's just so much ground to cover and so many different ways they can go. Move the chains. Clock's running. 5:45 to go here in the third. Inside Tiger territory are the Rangers. Twins right. Single receiver to the left. Tailback offset right. Tight right. There's a snap. Back to pass. Looks to his left. Being forced. Rolls to his left. Chris Perry. Ball's on the ground. And I think the Tigers got it. Chris Perry forced a fumble. And what a great job. That's a sack fumble. Credit to Chris Perry, recovered by Braxton Baker.
That bounced right in Braxton's hands right
and
there.
And that is the 4th turnover forced by this Tiger defense, and they're ready to go punch it in. And, I don't want to jinx this, but again, that old bulletin board talk about how they were going to come in here or they were going to whip our tails, and I think Tahlequah is trying to make a statement right now. Excuse me, my chair.
Yeah, sure.
In case anybody was wondering.
Was not his.
That's 4 turnovers for the night for the Rangers right now.
So on the field, back are the Tigers. In good field position at their own 49-yard line. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, fullback offset right, tailback offset right, handoff, goes around the left side, gets to the 50. That's Jake Gertie, and he gets inside Hale territory at about the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. Tahlequah 42, Nathan Hale 14.
He got hit right there at the line of scrimmage and just churned his way to that 3-yard gain. Got a little bit of help, push from the line, but he did a lot of that on his own.
Twins left, fullback right, single receiver to the right. Gertie in at tailback offset left. Clock continuing to run, 5 minutes. Play clock to 10. There's a snap, back to pass is Talbot. Just a quick comeback route, and that's Ashton Morgan who's got it, and he's got a 1st and 10. Add about extra 5 to that. Take a minute and say hello to John Roselle, who's listening from his house. Always appreciate our listeners. Thank you for your long-time support of Tahlequah Athletics.
Yeah, we've had John message us. We've had Brad Hayes has messaged us, Jennifer Patrick. We get quite a few messages.
Absolutely. Shannon Robertson. Lots of people. We want you to know we truly appreciate your support. So here we go. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Fullback motions from right to left. Tailback offset right. There's a snap. Handoff off left tackle. He's got plenty of room, and he cuts inside, and he's brought down. That's Jake Gertie. And let's see. There's a couple flags down. Let's see if that's a face mask.
Might have been.
And great run there by Jake Gertie. Great blocking there to seal the edge.
The way those came in late, it almost has to be a face mask right there.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney. There's 3 flags on the play, so that means at least 3 of them saw something. Let's see if it's all the same, and it is. Holding declined.
Oh, it's 2. There's a holding in.
Personal foul against the Tigers. That's accepted, but apparently there was no face mask.
Okay.
Of all things.
I didn't look like a face mask.
Well, I'm watching the same game they are.
Holding against the Tigers.
I guess I could go back and see what happened.
Holding against the Tigers, that was declined. Personal foul against the Tigers was accepted, so that'll back us up. Well, I'm confused here because
they only marked it 10.
If it's a personal foul, shouldn't it be? I'm confused by how they marked that off. Because they marked it off.
They're calling the face mask on us.
No.
Okay.
I'm confused. I'm honestly confused because if it's a personal foul, it should have been 15 yards, right? Backwards, but it's not. Doesn't matter. It's 1st and long for the Tigers. Twins left, single receiver to the right, fullback, tailback, offset right. Talbot rolls to his right. He tells his quarterback to go, receiver go long, and then throws it. And does he come down with it? What a grab! No, he doesn't. He can't maintain it. Falls incomplete, and inside man says that he did not maintain possession of it. And what an opportunity there for Morgan to make a heck of a catch.
33-yard pass and catch right there.
So, Ashley, I went back and looked at it. From what I could tell, all I could see was a hold. I didn't see the other.
Who was the hold?
Well,
15?
No.
51?
61? 6.
I don't know if we're supposed to say on.
I don't know.
It's kind of interesting. We're not supposed to call fouls on football players on names, but like in basketball, we do it all the time.
Yeah. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tight left, tailback offset right, second and long for the Tigers. Talbot rolls to his right, throws back to his left, and that is Elvis Myers, and he takes a shot at about the 43-yard line.
A little extra activity right there on the sideline.
So a pickup of about 2 down to the 41, and that'll bring up third and long for the Tigers.
They need to do like a flea flicker. I mean, we're up enough that I think we could have some fun.
Clock continuing to run, 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Third and, I don't know, about 16, Coach, here at the 42-yard line on the close hash. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. Talbot rolls right. Good pickup there by Gertie to hit the blitzing linebacker. He throws in. That's caught right at the marker, and that's good enough for a first down, and I believe that is St. John Sampson over there. And nice pitch and catch from Talbot to Sampson. Hey, let's talk about that block by Jake Gertie as they send an outside linebacker on a blitz, and Jake Gertie picked it up great.
He hit him twice.
And then kind of looked at him and let him know, like, bro, you're not touching my dude. You're not touching my guy. Trips left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. Tailback is Gertie. Talbot in the gun. There's the snap, handoff, Gertie inside, follows his blockers. He's got, the ball's out. Let's see, does Tulsa Hale recover it? And I think they did. They indicated they do. And so fumble recovered by Tulsa Hale right as Tahlequah had a little drive going. 2:53 to go, 42-14, Tahlequah on top as they get their first turnover of the night. Let's see if Hale can do anything off of that. It's going to be 1st and 10, Tulsa Hale at the 15-yard line on the far hash. Making an appearance at nose, number 61, Emery Tidwell.
Is he a senior?
No, I believe he's just a sophomore. Twins left, twins right, tailback offset left. Motion out of the slot from right to left. Back to pass is Darian. Myers forces him out of the pocket. He rolls to his right, throws deep, and that's just as much as offensive pass interference as is defense. Let's see what they call. Isvan Santana is in a great position, but I'm telling you what, the wide receiver was pushing and holding him. I'm curious to see and they're going to call pass interference on us. I disagree with that.
That was not a good call because he was actually holding on.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree with that call. That was offensive pass interference.
I thought he played the ball very well.
He played the ball well. He was being pulled by the wide receiver, and that's a tough call right there, and that's the resulting penalty would give him a first down. But again, disagree wholeheartedly with that call. So 15 yards moves the chain up to the 30. 1st and 10 now for Tulsa Hale. 2:45 to go here in the third. Ball's on the far hash. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. Motion out of the slot from left to right, and it's a quarterback draw. Darian cuts to the right, and he is forced out of bounds by Caden Swim.
That kid's got some pretty good quickness. He hits the hole hard. He's got some lateral maneuvers that are very, very fast.
Looks like we got a shaken up Tiger. While they tend to him, we'll take a break. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and shaken up player was okay, went off the field under his own power. Going to bring up 2nd and 3 now for Tulsa Hale. It goes under center, got a deep tailback and fullback, twins to the right. There's a snap, just a toss over to the right side. Tahlequah plays it very well. That's Elvis Myers and his friends Koshaway and others who bring him down for maybe a gain of a yard, maybe.
I'm going to say this. It was Chris Perry with the shoestring that got him slowed down, I'm telling you right now.
3rd and 2 for Tulsa Hale at about the 38-yard line. Two minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Going to be twins left, tight right, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left, play clock down to 6. And they snap it right as it goes down and cuts back inside, and that's Elvis Myers on the tackle, but he's got enough for a first down up to the 42-yard line. That will move the chains.
Either that left tackle is jumping offside or he is right on that
I know. To me, every single time it looks like he's leaving before the ball snapped. But, man.
He's on it.
If that's the case, he's got a really great first step.
Yeah, they need to. He needs to have some eyes on him for some colleges or something.
Twins left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right, back to pass, and there's going to be a holding penalty, and he nearly falls down. And the ball touched the ground, should have been down, it's not. Throws it out of bounds, and there's a B.J. Baker trial attorney penalty flag. Great job there by Wyatt Hodson, number 56, assisted by number 34 Corbin Dietz and others. And let's see what that penalty is. It looks like in the area of holding.
I want to see him put old Wyatt Stevens in there.
I sent a message to Gilbert and said, hey, if you want to work him in at nose sometime, it'd be cool.
Be awesome.
He just laughed at me. Holding is the call against Tulsa Hale. I took that as a no. But what could hurt right now? Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. That'll back them up, make it first and forever for Tulsa Hale, all the way back to the 32.
10th penalty of the game for the Rangers.
Trips left, single receiver right, tailback offset right, Darian in the gun. There's a snap. Darian rolls to his right. He's going to keep it as he's got the old football stance, and he's tackled and forced out of bounds. That is Michael Torkelson. That'll move the ball up to the 36-yard line. Does your soft wave, smart wave?
Soft wave.
Soft wave. I keep calling it, I'm going to call it all sorts of things. Does it help eyesight? Because I might need that.
I don't know about that one, actually. I don't know that we should try it in your
Second and 16 at the 36 on the near hash. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. Darian in the gun. Back to pass, looks to his left. He's going to finally be forced out of pocket by Braxton Baker. Wyatt Hodson
kind of throw it away.
Him out of bounds too, and that falls incomplete. That'll bring up now 3rd and long for Tulsa Hale.
The thing of it is that the Hale offensive line gave him plenty of time. He just didn't have anywhere to go. And they created a pocket for him.
So here we go. 3rd and 16, minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's at the 36-yard line on the near hash. Play clock down to 5. They may have to take a timeout. They will get it snapped here quickly. Empty backfield, and they do right as it goes to 0. And here comes Hodson trying to force him out, and does. He rolls to his left. Here comes Carshall trying to run him down, and that is intercepted again by none other than St. John Sampson. And that is the 3rd interception of the game. by this Tiger defense.
Wow.
Well, what a great job. That was a great catch by St. John Sampson to come up with that. Great pressure by Wyatt Hodson and the defensive line. They only brought the 3 down linemen, and they were able to force pressure. He rolls to his left. Zaxton Carshall comes up. They force the errant throw. It's low, and St. John Sampson does a great job scooping that up off the turf, and he records his first interception of the night, giving Tigers 3.
5 forced turnovers tonight by the Tigers.
You know, right there,
Playing
I'm sure
well
that,
defensively.
That the coach for Hale would sure like him to just tuck that and run.
Absolutely.
He had an open area there, and he's fast.
Twins left, tight right, single receiver right, tailback offset right. They run Kiner back to the left. Great hole there. He's got plenty of daylight. He's got some space. That's Martinez, who's still running inside the 20 in the red zone. And great job there by the Tahlequah offensive line to create a big hole for Miguel Martinez. And he picks up several yards.
29 yards on the carry.
Inside the red zone, cooking with oil now at the 18-yard line. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Tahlequah threatening. Tight left, Twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. Play clock down to 8. There's a snap. Fakes it. Throws it to Elvis Myers on the wide open. Touchdown, Tigers! And that was a fantastic play. And Elvis Myers finds pay dirt from 18 yards. Tahlequah 48, Rogers 14. Great job there. And Will Talbot probably having his best night this season.
It's hard, like, Will's another one that's, deserving, but we'd like to, don't gonna lie, we'd like to try to give it to a senior this, if it was my opinion.
There's a snap, kicks away, and it is good. Tahlequah 49, Tulsa Rogers 14. We'll be back. Thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah's Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less, State Farm Agent Lord Lund, Quick Cash Finance, Countryside Wellness, Chris's Quick Lube, Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita, Tommy Nick's Auto Group, H&H Quality Tires and Auto.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Tahlequah 49, Nathan Hale 14. Torkelson on to kick off from the 40. Driving kick. Looks like he's going to take it at the 5. He's to the 10, to the 15. Stumbles and makes one man miss, and the rest of the Tigers do a good job. And of course, that's number 32, who was able to help bring him down for the Tigers. And that is Hollister Swafford, the brother of Chris Perry. So Nathan Hale with not very good field position at the 17-yard line. 14.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Tahlequah 49, Tulsa Hale 14. Malaki Tanavasa back in at nose. Elvis Meyer at the end. And Koshaway also in at the end position. Going to go under center. Little wing. Goes motion from left to right. This is number 8. And he rolls back to his left, and Myers trying to run him down and forces him out of bounds of the short gain. Good job there by Myers, assisted by Perry.
Gain of about 1 on that. I thought he might have had him for about a 1 yard loss there had he dove at him.
I was thinking he was going to lay out and
did
him. Good angle. Only gain of 1 for Darien. Bring up 2nd and 9 with 6.2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Ball's moved up to the 18-yard line on the far hash. They run a little sugar huddle where they rush to the line really quick. Trips right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right, Daring in the gun. And we've got a false start against Tulsa Hale. So that will back them up, and that'll make it 2nd and 14. Ball's placed at the 13-yard line on the far hash. 5.4 seconds to go here in this ball game. Excuse me, not in this ball game. Here in this third quarter. I mean, it felt like it should be in the ball game. It's already past 9:20. Twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, handoff inside, and he makes one man miss. And there's Traven Morrison, St. John Sampson. He's still dragging. My goodness sakes! And they finally bring him down. And I'm telling you what, they hit him. What would have been a 9-yard gain and ends up forcing all the way to the first down. And
penalty flag in the air.
Extracurricular activities down there with a few guys missing their helmets as the flag comes flying. Let's see what personal foul awaits for us at this point. White hat staring at the Tigers side, so I'm just going to go ahead and venture to say it's on us as the Tigers are going ahead and moving. That's the end of the third quarter nonetheless. Let's see what the call is. Dead ball, personal foul. No, against Tulsa Hale.
Unless it's a.
Unless they
well, it's first. I think he's saying first down. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if they flipped it or what. We're going to take a break. That's the end of third quarter. Tahlequah 49, Nathan Hale 14. Okay. You're listening Lakes Country, KEOK 102.1, and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Tahlequah Lumber. River Valley Church. Northeastern Health System. State Representative Bob Ed Culver. Dotson Vision Care. First Baptist Students. AIM, where it's an all-in mentality. And of course, BJ Baker, trial attorney. Thanks for watching.
I'm Carson Gilbert. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go.
Hi, this is Cody Gardner at Tahlequah Baseball. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
I'm Rylan Kimball, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
My name is Malia McCart, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
I'm Riley Dotson, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers.
My name is Bryce Hitt, and thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter, Tahlequah 49, Tulsa Hale 14. And so, kind of explain what happened. They got the first down. Then they had a dead ball personal foul penalty against Tulsa Hale. So then that backs them up 15 yards. So it's 1st and 10 now from the 13. So Twins left, tailback offset right, single receiver to the right. Back to pass to Darian, looks to his left, throws an out route to number 7. And he makes St. John Sampson miss, but he doesn't make Isvan Santana miss as Santana drags him out of bounds. Close to the line to gain, they may go ahead and give it to him. And it is a first down, Tulsa Hale, as the ball's placed at the 24-yard line. 25-yard line. Nope, 24-yard line. Ball's placed at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for Tulsa Hale. Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight left, tailback offset right. There's a back to pass. There's Darian. Steps up in the pocket. He heaves a long bomb. He's got one. Just couldn't get it. Pass intended for number 9. Number 9 had a step on Torkelson, but that ball was just a little too long. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
I'm not quite certain number 9 didn't step out of bounds first and then go back into bounds. I could be wrong.
That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting had Torkelson and number 9 been closer there, because with Torkelson's height, might have been a big play for the Tigers.
Twins right, tight right, tailback offset. Ball's in the ground, and he has to fall on it way back at about the, see if they mark him at the 5 or the 6-yard line as the snap sailed over Darian's head. And rather than trying to pick it up, he just wisely falls on it, and they mark it at the 7. Okay.
That's not the play I just watched.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 22, give or take.
27.
3rd
28.
3rd and 28. Missed that by, I don't know, about 6 or 7. Twins right. Single receiver to the left. Tailback offset right. Darian in the gun. Good snap, back to pass, in the end zone, steps up, and he's drilled, and he's got an arm, and he's got a guy. Oh, my goodness, and number 7 had a step on Torkelson, and here comes a penalty flag. What do we've got here?
Oh, my gosh.
But he picked it. Let's see what it is. Is this going to be roughing the passer, or is it going to be holding? I took my eyes off the quarterback as he threw the ball, but let's see what the flag actually is. It's 3rd and forever.
Well, if it's against Hale, you'd think we'd decline it.
Right, because that would bring up 4th and long, and they're over there talking to the coach, so let's see what it is. Waiting on the White House. Personal foul against Tulsa Hale, so that's declined, and that will bring up 4th and forever.
Safety coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know,
or a touchdown on a blocked punt.
Last week, Tahlequah blocked the punt and recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown.
We don't have anybody really back.
Late run on. Play clock at 17. And here we go. We've got a whistle blown here. Timeout, Nathan Hale. And they just look confused, like they didn't have the right personnel out there. And that, you know, that's got to be very frustrating for a coach, especially 10 weeks in, right? 10 games in, and you can't get your right personnel on the field. Like you're punting, you should know who's on punt, right? So he's bringing everybody over here on the timeout. So good job there defensively by the Tigers to force them all the way back, and it helps with that really bad snap that sailed over his head. And some frustration building and mounting over here for Nathan Hale. And that's what we said earlier. You don't let a team like this hang around. You want to get out on top of them and get ahead of them and let that, undisciplined style of play start to show itself, the frustration and et cetera. And that's what I think you're seeing here at this point. But if you let them stay around, you let them stay confident, man, they'll punch you in the mouth if you're not careful. And I think Tahlequah did a good job answering the nervousness there, right? Tulsa Hale jumped out early 7-0, and then we answered that very well.
It was like that 2-point conversion.
Yes.
Kind of set the tempo for the rest of the ball game,
Absolutely.
I think.
And maybe that's the reason why Gilbert did that. Said, hey, listen, we're going to reestablish who we are and take over this game. And that's what they've done, and that's how we got it 49-14.
I like that thought.
So got the punt team back on here. Back deep in his own end zone. There's a snap. Good snap. And a good punt, end over end, takes a Tulsa Hale. My goodness, that's a huge punt. It's
19-yard roll.
And it's going to be blown dead just outside the 40-yard line.
He punted that from the end zone.
And so, nice punt, good. About all you could ask for on change of field position when you're down inside the 7.
He was on the 3-yard line, wasn't he?
Oh, was he on the 3? Okay, I thought he
so
was.
That'd be 56 yards on the punt.
Net punt of 56. 1st and 10, Tahlequah here in the fourth quarter, 10:41 remaining in the game. The balls, they moved it up to the 41-yard line on the near hash.
Talbert still a signal caller.
Tight left, single receivers left and right, fullback offset right, tailback offset left. There's a snap, handoff, goes around left side. Martinez spins forward, gain of about 3, bring up 2nd and 7. Clock continuing to run, 10:18 remaining here in the game. Ball's at the 44-yard line. 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Tigers. Same formation, fullback offset right, tailback offset left, single receiver left and right, tight end to the left. There's a snap, handoff Martinez once again, and he stumbles.
Stumbled real bad out there.
And he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage no more. This brings up 3rd and 7, 9:48 to go. Change of personnel now here for the Tigers. Probably going to bring in a passing package here. Trips right, single receiver to the left.
Sampson back in. Torkelson back in.
Tailback offset right. There's a snap. Rolls to his right, being pressured, steps up. He's got a man beat. That's just off the reach of St. John Sampson. Sampson's a little hobbled there. And Tahlequah will elect to punt. You know, here's one of those things right here. I know this is tacky, but do you go ahead and fake it here? You know, you're in that field position game right here. But I think with a 49-14 lead, you go ahead and kick it.
You really don't have anything to lose. That was a well-thrown ball, just a little bit high. Kind of got off his fingertips a little bit, but it was right on the money.
St. John looked like he's okay.
Yeah. There's a snap. Kicks away. Much better punt than last time. Talbert takes a Tahlequah bounce inside the 20. Still going inside the 10. And you know what? We just traded field position, coaches. That's going to go all the way down to the 6-yard line. So no harm, no foul.
48-yard punt by the Tigers. That's only their second punt of the night.
Yeah, that's a much better punt than the other one he had, and so that'll help his punting statistics. Inside the 10, at the 6-yard line on the far hash is where Nathan Hale will start this drive with 9:08 remaining here in the ballgame. Tahlequah on top, 49-14. And it looks like we've got a couple substitutions here for Tahlequah. As I believe that's Beatty, number 54, making his appearance, and number 60. Yeah, that's McCullough also in the game.
Eric Talbert's in, number 84, McCullough.
Under the center is Darian, takes a snap, handoff. Number 8, he's got daylight, and he could go. He's probably not going to outrun Torkelson as he's got some daylight, and he's drug out of bounds by McCullough, and that's a big-time pickup on the old, that's kind of like the old wing tee, right, Coach, where it's just a little misdirection and big pickup there by number 8.
He hit a hole quick right there and just busted through it.
And so you see the linebackers, Carshall schooling up Beatty right there, and that's a good learning point right here. That's why you want to get them into the game right here, so you have this type of experience going into next season. 8.5 to go here in the game, 49-14 Tigers on top. Twins left. They're going to run this same formation. He's going to go under center again. There's a snap. Just a toss sweep out to the left side. Carshall does a good job defeating the block, but just can't get there. And then ultimately brought down by Isvon Santana and Michael Torkelson. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Nathan Hale as they've got it up to the 24-yard line. 8 minutes remaining in this ball game. Twins right. Fullback offset right. Tailback directly behind the quarterback under center. There's a snap. That same play that they ran earlier. This time Beatty's right there to help make. No, he's still trying to drag him, brings him down. So they run that exact same little fullback counter just to the opposite side, and Beatty makes the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and short for Tulsa Hale. Clock continuing to run, 7:20 remaining in this game. Some confusion with the personnel package from Hale. In the gun, high snap, rolls to his right. He's going to throw it, and incomplete, pass intended for 6. And he was being pressured by Braxton Baker and none other than Zaxton Carshall.
That receiver they've got up there that he just threw to, number 8, about 6'4", 6'5", and he just flat out threw that ball too high. .706 remaining here in the ball game, brings up 3rd and 3
for Tulsa Hale at the 22-yard line. Looking to go under center again. They usually run a toss package or some kind of misdirection. They're going to motion from left to right. And then now we've got a timeout, Tulsa Hale. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Lakes Country 102.1 and watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
What they do with them. Well, welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. After the timeout, it's 3rd and 3, 7:06 remaining in the game. Tahlequah 49, Tulsa Hale 14. Twins right, fullback, offset right, tailback directly behind the quarterback who's going to be under the center. Trying to get the Tigers to jump, and they don't. Tigers show blitz. And then they snap it, and there's that fullback dive again, and he's got enough for the first down. So this drive has been sponsored by number 8, the senior, Joseph Kaufman, 6'3", 235. Looks a little bigger than that. 1st and 10 from the 12.
You said he's a senior?
Yes. Single receivers left and right. Got that wing, going to motion from right to left. And then he rolls back to his right. One throw back to his left, nothing doing there. Koshaway forcing him out of the pocket. He's going to keep it and run out of bounds after a gain of 1. Forced out of bounds by Zaxton Carshall. 6:32 remaining here in the ball game. I'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball's on the far hash inside the 10 now at about the 9-yard line. 2nd and 8 for Tulsa Hale.
Like to me, he got a pretty good mark on that.
I thought he went out of bounds around 11, but
yeah.
Twins left, under the center. There's a snap. Fakes the toss, rolls to his left, and great job there by, is that Chris Perry? It absolutely is Chris Perry. When in doubt, just say Chris Perry's name, and there's a strong chance you're going to get it right.
I'll tell you what, he did good job of containing right there.
Yeah, he rolled out, and I believe that should be credited to as a quarterback sack because he had receivers going out. It looked like he may wanted to keep it, but great open field tackle as he forced him to cut back inside. And it now makes it 3rd and 13 with 6 minutes remaining in this ball game at the 14-yard line on the near hash. Staying under center. Single receivers, left and right. This wing motion out of the wing to left and right, and it is going to be a toss right to number 19. Cuts back inside, and great job on the backside pursuit by Braxton Baker, who brings him down. A gain of maybe 3 or 4, and that'll bring up 4th and long for Tulsa Hale. I think they're going to mark it about the 12-yard line. So really be 4th and 10. 5:25 to go here in this ball game. And in no hurry, I think Tulsa Hale may be just trying to get one of those make you feel good touchdowns. As this will be the final game for both teams. Neither team made the state playoffs this year, so this will end it. 5:05 remaining here in the game. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Quarterback in the gun, tight left. Takes a snap, rolls to his right, and what a play. Oh, man, forces him back to left, and he's trying to get outside, makes another man miss. Great job by Santana. He's got nowhere to go, and that is just good old-fashioned pursuit right there by the Tahlequah Tiger defense to get the turnover on downs, and that is phenomenal job.
Looks like Martinez and Zaxton Carshall.
Traven Morrison making a play, and just a great job there by the defense getting the job done. 4:48 to go here in the game, and look for a heavy dose of the run game, and Tigers looking to get out of here with a win and go 5-5 on the season, and again the season of what ifs for this Tiger team. And I'm telling you, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure to call the game with all of you, and these seniors have a special place in my heart as I got to coach them since 3rd grade. Clock is now running.
Heck yeah.
So twins left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right. There's a snap, handoff inside, goes around the corner, not much doing there. So he may lose a yard. But just want to say it's been what I mean by that is I really appreciate you guys letting me come up here and call games and getting to watch my son play from up here, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, I know.
So
Man,
it's awesome. These young men are great. They have a special place in my heart, and it's been a true pleasure to watch them from up here and getting to see the growth of these Tiger teams. I appreciate you guys so much. So 4:08 to go. Twins left, tight right, tailback offset right, handoff on the counter. He's got daylight.
Nice opening.
And good job. Is that Dustin Duval, the tailback? And it is, and let's just remember Dustin Duval is a
nice tackle by number 11 there.
25 is Duval.
Yeah, Duval.
He ain't afraid to hit nobody either.
He is a heck of a ball player, and he's going to be another kid that remember that kid's name as well. 3:40 to go here in the ball game. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Twins left, tight right, single receiver to the right. Duval in the backfield, offset right. Looking to the sideline for the play call. Clock's down to 12. In no hurry are these Tigers. There's a snap, running counter once again, and what a block. He's got daylight. He's got enough for the first down, and he goes down, and that's a fantastic job. So that'll move the chains. Run the clock, they say, and they do.
You know, you talk about it being a 5-5 season. And how close several of those other games were. It could have very easily have been a 7-3 or an 8-2.
Yeah, so. just absolutely a few plays away from being a very, very, very successful season for these Tigers. And
playing for another week, too.
2:45 remaining here in the game. Handoff once again. And that is Dante Wright, number 31, getting the carry. And I don't know if he got back to line of scrimmage or not. So with about 2.5 minutes to go, I think we're ready to call for our first state bank player of the game, and that is none other than Zaxton Carshall.
That's right.
The senior who has done everything all season, and so congratulations to him. And, guys, I am going to make my way down there. And
we appreciate you.
And, guys,
we'll see you in basketball,
yeah,
right?
Green Country Sports Network, we'll see you in basketball season.
Yep. All right.
Good job, Ashley.
Yeah. Now I have to pick up his slack for the last 2 minutes.
Go for
I'm
it.
not near as good as he is, so. And here's handoff again, running up the middle. Was that Martinez there, Coach? Couldn't tell the number. I'm sorry, that's number 31, right? And he is going to be stopped for maybe a yard there. It's going to bring up a
they're going to give him
third down, and we're going to say 9. And Tigers making a little bit of a change here, bringing some players in here. And Talbert is still the quarterback. Some of the seniors are coming off. Well, no, I'm sorry. Elvis Myers is coming off. They're letting the other guys play out there. Clock is running, minute 30 to go. And got the snap. And Talbot rolls out left. Big block there.
Got some time. Got a receiver.
Pass is complete, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who that was to, though. Number 30, I think, there, Coach. That was... Is there a 30? I don't see it.
That's 13-yard pass reception. His first catch of the day.
That's they're saying it's a 4th down, so it was incomplete, Coach.
He must have been near that on that sideline now.
Tigers are going to punt. They're going to let this clock. Well, no, the clock has been stopped because it was incomplete. 1:15 to go. Tigers up 14-49 for those listening on the radio.
Get a big one.
High punt,
straight
not
up.
very tall, or not very far.
Taking a Tiger bounce, though. 5 yards.
Yeah, Tiger bounce. It's going to be down, we're going to say, at the 43-yard line here, 44-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 1:02 to go in the game. Tulsa Hale will have the ball.
About 27 yards on that punt. Tigers haven't had to punt much tonight, Kelly.
Nope.
Only third time of the night. That's always a good thing.
Number 70, Avery Culver in there. A couple of guys we're trying to get some mentions to on here. Kendrick Carey, number 78's in the game at defensive nose tackle. We still got Chris Perry in there, St. John Sampson, Isvan Santana.
Get Avery Culver.
Yeah, I did get
Yeah,
Avery
he's
Culver,
in there on the line.
sir. And also number 74, Cason Steely in there.
Ball's up in the air. Bad snap. He collected it, though.
And pass is intended for number 4 and dropped. And that will bring up second down with 28 and a half seconds to go in this ball game. Zaxton Carshall still in the game right now, senior. Traven Morrison in there, a senior. So definitely trying to get these seniors their last few minutes. Hollister Swafford in, not a senior, but he's in the game there. So you're looking at some of the future Tigers coming up. And then, of course, we want to thank the seniors for a great year and just being great kids overall. And here's the snap, dropping back. And he is looking to throw. Deep pass, has a man open and caught. And that is going to be a touchdown. Hale with 20 seconds to go in the game. Number 4 on that catch there. I don't have the things that Ashley had here. That is Franklin, the wide receiver.
56 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, and you can tell that I'm out of sorts. I haven't called a game in a while because Ashley does such a great job at it. So my apologies to everybody, but that was a big pass there. Pitch and catch from Tulsa Hale to get them their first score of the second half. They have a really good quarterback, don't they?
He threw that ball a long ways down the field right there.
And he's a junior coach, so another year of him, and we'll see him again next year. And he's going to definitely do some things.
They're going for 2.
Yep, and they hand it to the senior, and he is stopped just short. So your score will be 20-49. Tahlequah leading the game. 20 seconds to go, and I think this will all be a knee, Coach. So go ahead and give us a few stats before we close it out. If you have anything, or if you don't have anything added up, that's
well. I'm showing the Tigers right now with 236 yards passing. Pretty good night for the Tigers. Rushing the ball tonight. Not a whole lot of rushes in that fourth quarter. 29, 30, 31, 41, 49. 239 yards passing the ball tonight.
Yep.
So good night throwing the ball. 7 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion, 4 turnovers. I'm sorry, 5 forced turnovers tonight. Yeah.
Like 3 interceptions.
Yeah. So good defensive stats. We've got some of our backups in there right here at the very end. That long pass, just a heck of a well-thrown ball. That we knew coming into this ball game, that young man likes to sling it, and if you throw it enough times, Kelly, you're going to complete a few of them, and he done just that tonight. So.
And Coach, I suspect a pooch or an onside with this one. And it will be an onside kick. I do not think it went 10 yards, but maybe it did. I can't tell who got it, but
it's right at the 10-yard mark.
It's right at the 10. I think it looked like it got touched at the 9, but man, these are tricky plays. And I think Tahlequah covered it. I didn't
Tigers
see
got
him
it.
Come up with it.
And I agree with you. It was touched 9 yards in. I saw that.
Number 43 there, Coach, was the good hands, Cason Osborne. He is a sophomore. And 13.8 seconds to go. I suspect this will be a knee. Good year for the Tigers. Would like to have seen them go to the playoffs, of course, Coach. But we are thankful for y'all tuning in to us. This will be our football season here. We're going to be back with basketball. Please inbox us if you're interested in being a sponsor for basketball. We can come up with a good package for you just for basketball season.
I believe the Tigers are going to open up the season with Stillwell Indians coming down.
And that's a good game every time. It ended on some controversy last year, if you don't remember.
Oh, yes,
that
it did.
referee kind of got us.
We got, and I'm not going to say we got it put to us on that one, but they made the wrong call. And after looking at the video, it was very obvious, Kelly.
I was able to stop that one, take a picture of it, and they definitely made the wrong call. But
that's why we play those games.
That's right. So it is what it is. And, it's part of the human error of a referee. It happens.
Yeah. He had to make a snap call. But you know what should have happened right there? He should have gone to the scorer's desk and asked them.
That's right. That's right.
That's another season.
Well, that will be the end of the ball game. Tigers win 20-49. Coach, any last-minute thoughts before we sign off real quick?
I thought we saw just a real good team effort, a lot of good defensive plays. Tigers scored 7 touchdowns tonight. That's always nice. I mean, 49 points is a pretty good situation for them. Ending the season on a winning note, I think that's the biggest thing. Would love to have had another week to play, I know, and every one of them would too have. But we had Super Night to play here at East Central tonight, and Tigers going to go home with a smile on their face.
That's right. Well, for myself, Kelly Calloway, Ashley Stevens, Coach LZ Miller, Craig Wing on the camera tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1. We'll see you in basketball. Good night.